ene suo tware kwan panyin ni hwan a yebo kwan betu asuo ozuoma adakabri frimpong manso wagina konya babiewu
ya mama tenasio na ya mama ha ye free neat wan so ene se ye ba mona so yi na ene eye dwada kotonima bosome na yewomi ne da etoso edu enson afi empinu aduonu ebaako maame se abodonko apawo miti aduonu emiensa yetenase ame manti dwumadie nsem akotwiko abreman ene se ye be de sode abremo na dwumadie mi amidi ho chia me yefra me ADAKABRI Mahmudu Osioma Emiko character okame ho eya mansa chia me staff sergeant Pabna Mafo na je se wahunu se bibia ekoso kama production no esi eye panyini kwadwo dami ado ne naso na panyini kwadwo dami ado production isi ne naso yi na je se Mageri osei adman na ebo ne chidom ehwe se bibia bekoso kama ede amaye ne na technical production so de eye abran frema ana ono so wo hwe ede ama ye ne na fe yasan ye de aba behwe ne se engineering group atuagbo ai betia ko na najare worker na fe so na naboaje adasankroma ose sempro afe ye de aba behwe so ahwe se ni nyina emu no ya de asedama facilities for no omo se de be ne a omo se big solo dada Godfrey your friend Ubrana afi no Mapuna na afi so yasan de akọ na DJ Bosco Mills na afi tete na ya de efre no na yatena se na ubetimi a WhatsApp ye on various issues ya de ebe na wahwe se 050 6000909 050600909 na yahwe baabi ade efufu ebekwa akobo ensampola yede eba kwabne
wafa
kwabne
wafa boko de
Abwade adawro ma boni bie ni akiri kwabna
ederade ase
ai
so wonya bie yapono de a na otra yense ne done na basa no eda so wayenso nti yanyere ye ho ne yampem nkwanim ebeyeye
enyire ye ho na yampem nkwanim ebeyeye oh oye
wafa ba ko ai data cement no womode krata pia bonten se
enye 30 cities
enye 30 cities te sade na momonten so a omo ka no na yenya nton bi wo baabi a te se muhu se tracks bi di bi ko baabi a yenya nton ya enyam embe daso efe kra na omo ya ho nsese na empanimfo akopa ho ntoma na officially asase ayi operation nti for now de muhu wo monten so no ye nton na 30 cities no nso nya saa na etie nti ye tiefo mo nsa no nso ma data cement mpanimfo omo tese ofa omo nya nton ye senka eye sembe beba market na nka de competition de abakakra na we nso ye ne aye de mu a nti nka ye betopa but 30 cities nini ejaso de no de afanya sana etiefo now nti etiefo enya abotre kakra ema management ye data cement management na decrate
ye so
ya ofana ba ko ansa na meko mepepem no ai of in fact market demfu a baby a wo bia no on shedding National Women Organizer Emma MPP of one say na namumfra memu say ya kwose ne excavators na bulldozers na ne pumping machines na yet say yes but officially no abeto dwa say e wono ane dia ya extra Gold Mining Company Limited no ne dia of excavator baako minim no board there but wo mo say ekeka ko $120,000 ho na ni statement ya wo de ba ye o na ya she excavators baako 16 na bulldozer baako na pumping machines of entisa baako bi ampo ye $120,000 na machines no nso ya afoforo said ye nyina ye hunu bi no aya machines afoforo enti 120 times 16 bulldozer ne de minim no bo of ayeka menyin ni say wo mo start operation wo mo ahye nipa baakofo machines bebresa na krata no nso tere say ne de na wo ye no kra ye large scale ewo etiwa forest wo but o main nsuo nso ono ana wa ye ni nsuo ho no mo a wo de ye no washing ewia na pia koto baabi anti ofa emu aya nyame se yenka no emu aya pa
down
machines no asese ndi ofa se wonim se with day one na maka se nani nye ho se ye gi machines no na ye de pe baabi egu anase ye de be ye oman no adwuma na womu nso a womu ye womu adwuma ye no kuremu no womu main nsuo no asodafo no consider womu na womu hu womu mobo kakra because of anoden excavators baako edunsia 16 excavators curtain so started ne mining say of onim say ache e free 2006 na waye na juma till now na sabi NDC abresumpu dance ne machine na sabre na ye be hye ne machines baako dunsia de of emu eya pa in fact
down
of emu eya
okay so ya bo modern so na onim obi wa akwati a ya busa ne say onim obi e friend Evelyn crying ana
Evelyn crying
in spelling ma
of abomimu wada
Evelyn crying obeba ye Eastern Regional Organizer of the NDC
yeah Evelyn crying no okay
na fi wasan abusa so say obi nim Nancy ana
Nancy
ewo
akwatia wa okay
na woti akira asem a se breben ana wo mo so ye gigi wo mo no ma sa bie
okay
enti Evelyn bo mu a na obeka akire me
okay
Nancy bo mu a na obeka akire me
okay
Alhaji mechia wo Evelyn ni kunu friend Alhaji
Evelyn
ni kunu friend Alhaji eti shadow so say Evelyn crying obaye Eastern Regional Organizer of NDC na ni kunu friend Alhaji
okay
na ne nyonko brebo onso ne friend Nancy na ade na to wo mo aye jonkofo penso na Dr. Francis Safo Mensa na oye Eastern Regional Minister nti omugbo omu wie a na fe no aba no asa beto aso te din de okay
of wo nso jama say ya bi na to wo mu
me say hwehwe Evelyn crying e wa akwatia em so firi nkwanta nan kra
okay
ana se takrase mu baako nkwanta nan ana se takrase mu baako na Evelyn ofiri eti wo si ADAKABRI asoma kwabra mafo so mehwehwe Evelyn crying to ahono no hwehwe Nancy wutie wo ma no disem wie a Mrs. Abra
na mensa mbedi sa ankomo
na sa bedi sa ankomo
mate
why
ofa me kwa akobisem kwa akobisem na tese obviously ukwato se enipa bi eku a na wabisa se ena anu asem na si ye enka se ena ntokwa na wo mu ko bia na aya na anu asem minti yeah
eti se din no be kai
Evelyn crying
ani kunu design
Alhaji
ani nyonko no design
yonko na me
Nancy
Nancy
Alhaji mechiawo
Nancy nso me ne ba ko bi ko school Nancy Branson
And they send the sabro for them.
Nancy.
Read the Nancy, the Aquatia Nancy. Aquatia Nancy.
Wabon Crasidin.
Wabon Crasidin, Wabon Crasidin. Hey! Or somebody mark of you watching me cheer what you can see. Or somebody man, young group of you for one cow, one castle, or somebody man. Yet you couldn't see what I don't know. It's Aquatia, I was in me cheer on. Aquatia. Aye, osabere makofi buati. Ma de nyina no. Osi awu mi chiawo. Etu se memma mu no. Yeah. Wanu otutu atuoti atuo so.
Yes.
Aha.
Be maba.
Wodi won fanfa wanchi.
David.
Wo ye pata pa be bia fanko wanchi.
David ya wade yenko.
Wanchi ana cheso bon se yetimi kwa asase ase. Ekoko yi no ma de ba na nsuo no wosoro na ye nom.
Okoyi nneama no
ewo asase na se wanchi ya kone kodi mensem wo wanchi awurade wase awu mi chia wo ondu oba no otutu atuo wati atuo so oyini kase no adaro mama ye mfamfa bi adwosuo ye mfamfa bi adwosuo ye mfamfa bi adwosuo gwabna
oba
Democrat ansaka
no oba kamensem
kame padie bia ma so ma ya na nwata bibia betena so
betina phone no so
ai kabi padie bi amon em se brepa mu no
onsa beka
ai
wa fa na obetumi aboso
dabi me pese wote wo ankasa wote no wasom asa wote no wasom enti yentie dobokrata no mu nsem na fe no eye Nancy dabi eye Kejemfu ansem no na fe ya dosom akọ official statement aba no na fe yakwa kotie guest reviewer no ne nsusu de a wode beba kabra
abusuafo Ghanaian Times na da manim yi Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempenapo wada hanmo a we se nose mask kama ene da ensamtofo nhyiamudie koso wo mu bo Ghanafo amane se ampa wo mu guso dumso no sisi ade nya dumso bio eye dum siesie eye dum na siesie en wo mu gusu a wo mu yeyi na sa na kakra ya wo mu ya dwumadie wo matumi save ska 1.42 billion US dollars ya eye asempapa de ma wo man no na ebusia baako ye wo fade ti mu nsem ebusia baako ensuo no sa asia sa eto ewo amanfrom eno wo Esitifi South District wa hafo ensuo no to bubu post light post in dan so pa na ebu light pole ba kokoto wo bi fie na ebu kwato wo sa no na electrify fie wonum nyina na wo mu do no a wo mu famu apie no eye dade de ni bia enti maame ne papa no nyina dimirika dwane nkwada aka wo mu ho ene wo mu kwaso dade gate ni wo sa light no wadi nka fa no dada enti abusua ba kope Mrs. Akosia Kwate Mrs. Rebecca Kwate ena ne ma Christiana Odro osai kwajo kwabena Emmanuel owura kwaku ena ya beta wafo mu nyina kra na abusua ba ko nipa nson ewu da kope wa bra nsuo no etigu ye na eya pa na Chinafoɔ
na saa we no kwabena mamkyeremu ne mra yie nse Esutifi saf nse okwa ahafo ye wo Esunafo saf ene ye wo Esunafo nof ene ye wo Esutifi saf ene ye wo Esutifi nof eti Esunafo nof
we ye amanfromu a ewo Esutifi South District
I was sent to
ewo ahafo region
enti Esutifi saf no eye ne district capital eye Hwidiem so hono it is Hwidiem so no eye 3 miles away from Kenya Kenya so ene ye headquarters and a district headquarters for Esutifi North once the 2 district capitals 3 miles away so it is ufri tepa kwa ahafo a Hwidiem ewo ubonkum so wonam Hwidiem what any right nifa so na ade akọ Kenya na udu Hwidiem a eho na Roma for hospital kasepa ewo St Elizabeth enti ufri Hwidiem na just wadru to the district capital no ni nkura kese ne bia ewo ho no ya kire nsua so nkasem ha na ukwa kakra so anu aduru mehame so nti mehame nkwanta onye twa mu ane je cocoa board for no ho na afi woni go so eye asutifi eye asunafo north it go so na eye asunafo north afi wotwam go so na wodo ani kire baabia ni a kukuom ana wono so woye asunafo south eti we no Alhaji Collins Dawuda baabia wodi MP no ehwo na asem yesie
asutifi south
so no enti na asem da ho no yese ensu ato na atete electricity enhoma abubu pole na electrify efie ni bi edi kokoso iron gate mu a na akiki no we ye hia ma se afutuo ba sensuo no toto na expose electrical wires no na akwa eye metal object bi na obi tifie kura no onim na burglar proof wi bi kokoso mu a enti we kwabna ye hia ma se yetuyafo ehunu de ose ye ya
na ka ye se ye nya adesua kura afiri mu on se nsuo no to a aya na nipa ahomete enti ubehu se ye dimirika ni ye pese ye pie ye pese ye wura ha ofamigidi se no na ekofa we ba ye ene wa hu se ebu ba afie ho saa no omu de ahopepere ni suro ebe se omu dwane not knowing se edinkan ene wa fa na nsuo no so to enti se light ahoma no be edensuo mu mpa ebetumi afa nsuo no ade akọ baby a wo mu wo no yeah enti na electrify efom ho ni wo mu gate ni nyina enti wo mu koso mu na pe na etsi wo mu
ya de ntimi nsinkra ha
wo fa ebetumi asi
na ye ya fa ho
nsuo no ho
se bibi sei na nsuo totototo ni e wo fie a ye ne den
wo fa ye nsuo ye ntu nkofo afo se nsuo to a aya ye nya hwe yie ebetumi a mami yempie mami yempie ye nya abotre but ofa we no ye sure se wo mu dan no so pai enti nanko wo mu pe baby adwane akote yeah enti utie deputy superintendent of police Owura Polankan ana wo tretre mu se efiada no ana wo mu nya asante no wo se ensuo no toya ma epa wo mu dan no so epa dan no so ekoto twene nti tamu a epa dan no so no na wire no atete agufo mu awie dada nti epa so na wo mu dwane no ana ekofa awura wosem nso bai ana wo fo hu se enkwada no nso se ne maame aso ade anim na ate no a ono nso sebi yo onhu ehunu nyansa bia se wonwane because ose kojo wo 5 years kwabena yi ma wo 10 years ena owura kwaku wa 7 ena ya abeta nso de ketwa
asem de bia si o
wafa se busia baako nipa nso dakoro
emu aya
of emu aya pa emu aya
kabla mi kusutie o
abusuafo na yasan kwete China fo nsia edwo mu ko Galamsey district court wa wo mu ya illegal mining Galamsey ni bi ewa Sankrego wa Western region na bra ya de wo mu kwagina court na kwa edubo ni kire se ni pension aye sangu ibin na sangu ibin onna wodi wo mu anim ana ne yoka hu bio aye yawo zenkan elu ajianyo bin ansan sonrongon zu lingwan ni pay ana na wo mu sha ho
akwabra se hifo
wafa China fo anu wo mu ya Galamsey ana yakwa akwati wo mu
ana Chinese ambassador here from saying
wafa kwaduboni no wotre se wo mu ayate wo mu no aye asan gobin yao zinkan lose your bin sai sonrangon ena zuan linhua sankofo yi ena yate wonum ya de wo mu akwagina Galamsey district court wa wo mu tese kwaya no wo mu fa so se kwaya mu wa wo mu eya Galamsey asa kuta tuo ni akode no enya kwan paso enya mra kwan so enti yate ni pension ya yɛde wɔ mu kɔ Kanasi district court a yɛsi yɛmfo wɔ mu nkɔhyɛ kokum kakretire yi na yɛde wɔ mu aba ɛno ɛwɔ Ghanaian Times de wobɔkrata mu a IMF nso ɛbɔ Ghana fo aba so sɛ ɛba no COVID-19 no a yɛmanagye no kama paa. Daily Graphic mampani na Nado Danko Akufo Addo da ha ɛna wɔsrɛ Ghana fo nyinaa sɛ COVID-19 vaccine ne deɛ ɛtɔ so mmienu aba enti obi ankɔnkɔgye ne deɛ yɛ expect sɛ nipa 360,000 ɛna wɔn bɛnya bi awɔ enti wɔsrɛ esuro bi anim obi antu Amerika na wɔnkɔnkɔgye ne deɛ afei Jospon groups of companies Dr. Joseph Siawe Japan ɛna wɔne US foɔ ɛde wɔn nsa hyɛ krataa ase a ejebo wɔn mu ba bɛsi plant kama ɛwɔ Ghana ha na ɛso mfa so ɛde bɛbrɛ wɔ man no ɛnyɛ asɛm ketewa $70 million ɛna wɔn de hyɛm ɛbrɛ a wɔn sign ti ase apam ne chairman Dr. Joseph Siawe Japan ɛna wɔ sign yɛ ɛna Mark David yɛ president wɔn nso ɛsign yɛ ɛna Mark Boswell ɔno nso ɛsign ne deɛ wei ɛyɛ akuku dam wɔ abra a wɔn de wɔn nsa hyɛ nti ase apam ase dwumadie yi ɛbɛkɔ so ɛwɔ Ghana hanom yi a the Bokrata Daily Graphic ɛde ho asɛm
baba me na yawada asante na cheso to say Jospon group obey display papa fa graphic le mame
yawada
ye obey display papa
ɛwɔ asante
ayawurade
dwumadie bi bɛkɔ so
achese o pa ho to map pepe
wow ofa ɛwɔ the Bokrata ni nyinaa mu ni nyinaa the Bokrata ba ne nyinaa wɔ mu
oh komfuadu tama me chiao
Dr. Joseph Siawe
Debi nyame ena ehra no enti wo de ya wada de be koso asante me ka kire wate
mate wo fa
ya we me ka kire kokoam
over de me ne wa
ai me da so ade fefe bi so be koso odwo
so
ai
wow
ai no so ya no waka me ma ka kire kokoam wate
over me kai
na ni efiada no ni ha enti kuada no waka me
no waka no pre
no maka no pre ko
ani ofa wo kwa no waja wachi
no maje machi de maji wada roma kono video
abusuafo asasam kro no anso ewo the Bokrata Daily Guide m na Daily Guide de kra de wode aba ha no wotre se Dr. Joseph Siawe Japan was sign memorandum of understanding at ama MOU de meka ye no a na da so ewa hei dum so ne yaguso solve IMF for se Ghana fo aya ade pa eba no sade yesi manage ye COVID-19 no a ya ade national security fo ene ye probuo fake passport scandal bi a ekoso ewo Daily Guide enim
yo kwabra unse inti am ka se fama me no unse ye wo ye landfill a chese ho ne yekoto ball ego ena aye Siawe Japan wadi kan ede liquid waste ena janan no ena eno yenya so mfaso as a resource ena bola enya bola bi bola ye resource so no enti ajanan ena ne ye kura ede eye bibiti se coal type tuntum bi sa ena ye de power ehye cement ja nse ade ye de no cement no ene wajanan no a ye kwato aguo no sa ajanan no ena uba eye epuya no hanom wo Lavender Hill a sa ajanan no na ye convert a ye de ye energy ede emma eye wo no cement so no shora mechia papa na ye ena wasan to so eye conversion of eye waste to energy no afedia wo de boiler no ankasa enye liquid waste what the solid waste so no eba be ye energy no na $70 million abedro no
wow
strong no entiesi ana janan no ye energy ana boiler no so ye energy entiesi ana aye resource enti ukọ ye kolebu asei na akoto boiler na gu a ukọ kura o bepam ye mpe chese boiler na bu ana boiler na ye sika eho so kwa maliki mechia papa enti die na aba ene yetimi a convert ye janan ɛde energy a convert solid boiler so ɛde energy emu $70 million ɛna apue mu no
Dr. Joseph Siawa Japan
on the Pentecost nyame osi nyame bo no say on create nyuma nko a migusu tie o
yo abusiafo na a chronicle nim hanso wade river pra emfani abeto na wata say person ni ase nsuo aye colorless yo sisi ade enya colorless biyo nsuo wo color nsuo na ya brown ena da democrat yenim ha wata say river pra ena na wieye eno no wode river pra de no ato nkyan a wasan ate aba ena wata say asojafo no ya yeso mu nkọ nsuo no hu no mu nkọ bomban no enkopam nkofo mfiri nsuo no hu no omu se emra no a mining law no etete wo mu pa na sanya sa law no ya aye akwansidia dia mu wo mu a ankade omu be ye wo kwaye mu wo no sanya sa mining law no ya a frustrated asojafo no a enko omu se omu maya wa mantepe ensuo ni nyina ni beti kroten nyade a ensuo ba kumpo wo ho no mu a eni ba ya basabasa te se de ehuni but wasi ya si bibi the mining law enti omu kwa nko besie no omu asan ba besi omu anem omu kwa no omu asan ba besi omu anem ayamafo boga na baso ya manage covid-19 ni ye giba primpact ena GJA ena omu bu afui ensem trefo a ya atake wo mu ewo the chronic democrat anu enim na wasan ade abada herald democrat enim ana Canada kompra kwa Japan eka kire Ghana police force wo mu na wote se wo mu anka enkofo kro no a ekokum amatsuare no a ono ankasa Canada Japan babubodin na aposifo ni nimu mu enti wo mu 1 week pe wo mu modin se wa modin a ono ankasa eti edin no ebeba ana atafo hene en wo bo abrantie yi ati MPP mrasebejeni a wogina ma adese a watafo se abrantie no woye adufude pe ana wansan emu ade enti wode ne ho asem abeto democrat no animu a mrasebejeni a wogina ma otafo ewa asante mantem ana atafo hene nana agyen frimpong abebio en wo ka kire mrasebejeni no Vincent Kwasefua sa Kwasefua yi obi a wono woye greedy woye dufude pe na wansan emu ade woye obi a omu nananum ayemfo no a ewo mpetem wono enti wode konfoni abeto a na wo kasa de fa no ho a wama no headline kama se omo bono sobo se omu ade na daily dispatch anim ha and what is COVID-19 by a 16 month enipa ewo ya 783 but accident 4 month enipa ewo ya 1034 within 4 months pe COVID-19 16 month 783 but accident ekum 1034 ewa abosome nai pe 4 month mu obi a obeya rough ewa MPP amanyokom no ye be na free party nim ewa daily dispatch na inquisitor en wo mu de kokobo Emma Ghana Revenue Authority board ne se omo mpe Professor Stephen Ade bio se wo maye chairman enti wo mu mpam no owura Magdan na adana nanom ayemfo ebo na baso se we creating nyuma e de ama emebu na wo honom no na wo mani ate pa afa daily post nso kire se ai fire service for mampeni ka se obamu omu asan no wo mu di ayaduma was from 2017 di besi na esa ba kokora nkoye kokolebu kosek industrial area makwala fire station eni miamia wudu anyina om kwacha keye no way enya dia fire tender ba kokora aba omu de dada no a ena no so a asesai aka ho Papa J and wadina base for towards 42nd June 4th celebration Rollins edaso ewo ho Dr. Joseph Siawa Japan da hanum wa bra wani abrofo ti anum a wo muri omunsese entiase apamu ase owura Magdan Daniel Macaulay enso da hanum a adana nanum ayemfo ebo na baso development ya ɔde aba Songo Salt Project wɔ DJA president and what I say ɔboa wadan asɛm a wɔkaeɛ no waba bɛte asan.
Na kwabena ya na what the di so say Zoom line wo hyɛ no ɔba akɔ na ɔba aba. It means that Nanka Mrs. Labi and the managing director of Zoom Lion.
Okay.
You see, Mrs. Labi echo, you know, Woba Gloria Auntie, and I also about take you over.
I want to know what
on the tinning channel to Gloria Labi. And you see, only a year until Mrs. Labi and a managing director to no call, you know, and a year Gloria Auntie, I take you over. It seems the inception of Zoom Lion, a man, and a year managing directors.
Wow. Right, someone so one what Jemadi, what Jemadi, so we share a yukra ne part.
Aye, and well, no, so lanum, lulanum,
so many years.
Miyama dinya ema watch it.
Yeah,
aye, ma.
Adia ba kwa me power Dr. Joseph Sewa Japan when he said of oye discipline.
Aye, and the director of finance so you know Adokali. I just want to send craft would dear Ed Depa Adokali.
You're very disciplined. Yo. Abusiafo the founder the Democrat anami womu na enim ha wode mampani na nado danko akufo adum foni abetoa ye nyina yankwaje COVID-19 pane ni bi IMF boga na fo abaso ya ade COVID-19 ya manage ni yiye abaya save yen 2.7 billion dollars ya energy sector enam eniyama pa wo mu yenti afa the founder nim ha was a transport fare ekosoro 20% free nne
ko ana kasa
wafa ode kwaku oforiasia ma transport minister
na
abeto ha
na why na say
no ankasa de
hwe be asem
no ankasa
transport fare bi anko
so kratafa ewo so enwote
na to work na kinka mami
what I say 3 private transport operators yeah wa omaimu and wo mate atum say
aye frɛ wo mo sen
ɛwɔ hɔ ɛna wo mu ade atum sɛ efiri anade kɔ asentiade aboɔ no akɔsoro 20% na saa development ibaye wa bra eku ahodo ekoye meeting na saa eku ahodo no ayɛ Ghana Commuter Drivers Association, International Drivers Road Transport Union, True Drivers Union and a Concerned Drivers Association. Na omu kwaye meeting nyina wie ya no and omu consider nneɛma yi. Omu tese new taxes ye wo fuel so. And vehicles per
part. And omu so omu to me say omu na tutu ahyenti ade mu Ghana ha.
Saa na de Democrat na.
Dabi kwabena yɛhwehwɛ Charles Dance ne musa no. Enye no korɛ. Emra wo man we say mutimo bia ndistore to bibia enkɔgyegyegye obia bibia. Wo mu a ɛyɛ government no no omu tenase adwene ho ɛyɛ Ghana Road Transport Coordinating Council, Ghana Private Road Transport Union, GPRTU. One with the Akoban sounds a buying budget time no. A buying be can't say, and the vehicle income tax be a day check, and a category of vehicles one can some day channel, and yes, so clear, and no, and a buying a ma almost a year transport ministry. And no, my year, she say up to the end of this week, transport ministry and finance ministry. Babe, Sijna, I'm a no, a year as a component, now as I a variable moment, the assassin, a year price, a build up, and a year percentage, one would be better so. And me and Charles Dance on Gaza, now on a Ghana committed. Ora Charles Dance, Yamaha. Na ene yakotu any 2 others what the finder newspaper any the publisher mu say mo say yatoto fair mu by 20% e free ene cheche mu kakre
yo me ADAKABRI ne di kan ma me chia na me chia watiefo na men kan say eye nokre say ya na de release ne ba say ye to ahyentuade mu by 20% ni nyina ne say I want that can kind supplementary budget to be actually I buy kind of vehicle income tax. I thought on the tax for a triano. Why ye every ho now or ye free one or the 20 pesos ekoto liter of fuel bia so so it no sha na a gallon of fuel na 90 pesos na akoto so it is a what to be 5 cedis 5 gallons a day that is automatically no utu ya 4 cedi 50 pesos and or tax okay and non say ho ye nyina wo ha no mo kan budget e kire yen say the boiler levy and sanitation levy also some percentage be and got to fuel so extra levy and got to fuel so I feel so no COVID and so levy and got to fuel so and in no almost the muma ABC say May and a best taking effect. Into your Daniel a second May or no. Not taking effect. Emma petrol now what 24 cities, some pesos. If we could do 27 cities, 22 pesos. And I shank a Juma and so and yening a non and one year day, a Juma. Lubricant, every day 60 something cities, every cover 80, 90 cities. So when you say, Nina, personal sanitation levy, new ball levy near the Nina Wumwa. Now, no, a ginger and say a metal, Yashinti Adium.
What a room? A Ghana Committed Drivers Association. To me, Ben, I'm was a mode price increase, Eba Cassia to Twashinti Adiemu 20%. Now, we are mindful of the effect a bit near or the Ghanaian economy. So, with this kind of information.
Lawyer, what Roma, the Okan Sanso, a father be mentioned here, it don't move. I said to me, Bena, ye walk, I say, ye this half percentage never. To me, I want to say, ye then you're not 24 cities, no, I could do 27 cities. Yeah, but other town full. Yeah, retailers, yeah, transfer, and I say, you can't say final consumers, so, near economy idea, you will to me say what say to because fuel to me cost up to this point, can I say from second up to and next 2017, 17 days now.
Committed, members, a shame bena mu control community.
You control both taxes and then intra and intercity and tax.
I just a station bena mu operate ya mu cars loadu oko.
Men can go as so boy. Radio plan station you know a station back home. Station
what that room? Dabenda and the bar somewhere on your own so moto. Mutimi to Twashinti Adiemu without reference to your friend saying transport organization is the Ghana Road Transport Coordinating Council.
Me ADAKABRI say you can't JRTCC Ghana Road Transport Coordinating Council no. Nanka say a mother umbrella and was all the organizations or transport associations go under it. Many of us say a random papa no GPRTU so mundi ho. Almond don't be. And GPRTU can almost don't TUC. And GPRTU can so no constitution more. Article 2 clause K. Almost the Ashemu said before some share Ashinti no. They will sit down with government machinery and start almost the Ashinti Adiana. Now, almost can't a father, you know, with deep him. Then you say, GPRTU buy actually. They threw baby no.
And your politics between GPRTU and the GRTC assembly. Who to me say to me to Ashinti Adiemu without reference to the relevant government agencies are now.
I know say you will 2 minutes can now buy subsidized fuel. I buy 2012 no use subsidy free fuel. So say young ton Sania OMC and BDC father OMC. Young ton is our pump and I will 2 minutes
there. So JJ Rollins no would you call Nani pension or this I'm now with economic saboteurs. Wouldn't him Sadia Muye no. Yeah, Mamu Kwamu Casa radios, Mukasa radios. What more how damage Amudi damage on mining in economy no.
So and the catcher, Neoma, and also call ready budget, you're a chairman, Sabonsu, and the ready Yama, you're a bounce money, Babi. A two more, when you are called and promise I am so and we are so catcher almost someone had the economy, and yeah, that one for. We can't just buy fuel from Shell filling station and a Shell company, and you're buying the filling station, and you're buying the fuel or her. You don't expect me there. Maybe this I can't be shut me home.
It is a DNT and more arrival at 20%.
My boss will be actual. The idea of the 24 cities. So a calculator, then yes, Yan you whom put a go amount for any. But of a calculator to a new.
I have it to many.
Aha, me can now one boss what wrong say I am saying that here.
Nana dance Wadaroma, with all due respect. And ya dear, I was say encourage you, our idea, oh, yen. Wouldn't him say transport ministry under the auspices of a finance ministry? Or my yen she ya sa a fanwa, yes, ye income tax at check ashentia phone, a fence a shame for no, yes, the category of a shame to do, yet the moment free because you ye trasa income tax according to the size of the engine. And 1 year to by the end of this week. And no more Jinaya Finance Ministry, SCA Noma Carbon, Noma price components, Nina, wouldn't him side your way. And the one can say unilaterally, would this at 20% in a better?
Now they say unilaterally, no, so no. And yeah, pass on the 20 pesos, cast on the Achayano. On the 20 pesos to list a Biaswa, 1 gallon, the cost 90 pesos.
Mr. Danso, what a Roma, young fancy, I say, why?
That's what I
Inti Kwabena Debbie and kama. So who say ye can't a price build up and no maybe hard when papa po.
I was last week near this uncle. Say, in fact, a hard a woman say, I will see a 2 petrol more of a dana ye 2 muna net take effect. At the core spare party so. At the core taxes, so
but there should be a minimum threshold to be a edru and sunny at to us in Tiadium.
Of a petrol, no baby, I could do ne dear. Of a baby,
I could not know a calculation now. Kabe unu say ne kodru saying.
Of
a say, and ma ubia quine, and more no one sorry keke say, my yes say,
almost so a private you.
Now, why not on your private? A government sector to say, Nemo Folumra, and an Akomionka and Water no cry. I do what he knew Conimo, Amonka some water woman. I'm running the a Ghana road transport coordinating council, or general secretary, or Henny Abua, a general Yamaha. General, I'm what to say, we come the general dear Nessia Matratna Motuswama, and Eddie Charles Dansone Yabema, and a Kofisapon, George Senna, at to trust in Tiadiamu Diamagana of Wing.
ADAKABRI entire to Susa, in Gusa Yuma. Now, who's a question maybe a go boys and animal hygiene say, a Yuma Nankasa. If I say, Yuma, I never say you come, I say, Yuma. Yekusu edi hunkomo nanso unse to bia nipa ni bi e wa adwen foforo sen ni a edwuma nanga se report no enti na akoba ne sa na ba ye ntan to so kra yekusu edi hunkomo
yo
chama no ka se kra me nam kanso ameko inshemudi bi kasa
yo chama wadaroma pa ye ko eye abakwasemu ene emremu ekwane ye faso a ye toto ahyentiade mu Ghana ha
yo me da ziminua ne ye tire se Ashantiade ni de enkan a Rollins aban wo so na ye budgeta ni ebubo agratu san e ha agratu kuma se e se agratu bad nature enti fibe president Kufuor so na ye kan ho bo mu se council a se bibia sa ba ye ni impenifo hia benifo no mu hia no ministry bam na petroleum authority for no so bam Minister nebo bem ne say akwandufo no any come out for ye group no so in the ye kwa go sha na adwen ho ya na kwa ti say ye nkwa sika sam na adwen ho The minister ne bem no so abestake public general public no interest. It ya the minister no Asia no. Ya na sa fi be 2006 2004 baby. Aba bedu sabri. Ah iguso ya ye no ane the standing practice a nyina iguso aye ye de adwuma. Nti ene obi gyina baby so no nko content crawl ni union service afrache. Ye news and determinant po ha na gyina ha no na. Eso ato aka nhwehwe de mu a. How I sit abo system na esre.
And yes, sir, to the extent to say, and they passenger for a baby high, a bobo say, yes, see attraction to a DMT Ubenya, and can hand be a ubi tibia, and crunkum muni at the sometime. Now, what could do? And the Chirayane, and I'm more ben a mutual, say bet me and your price adjustment in the light of Petra, yet to me.
Yedi kan Senator Medi Hunkomo baby did that. Yedi kan as to one amount of that. Now you could share on the 12th year. MI didn't come on. What did you see? Say, cash in Jade and yet petrol kwana a day. Your Yama be edition, even a spare parts, our pocket here, inflation, and our taxes in Tiana. I hate me a dear Sadia. It is a one towards Ankanin and now the movie of a problem here. A man quite as I say with distribution and continue and also continue so a distribution can you. And yet, even play almost any yard is answer. We get tax to me. What do I mean? You know, the tax be I am ra. I'm running the back. It is a bibin going up and she I am Rakona never pass the eye. Menoka say the Viking income tax for a loan of year 2021. You could saw any Mudi Hunkomosa, baby, a muna who ye. If your mom church, Muna who can pass a bit to me at the Akaya Gentiano. You see, a name is of finance, and a Ghana Revenue Authority, it is uncommon. And commonency in this Abasi has said the coup and asked them where to swear. It has a back with a control, another control with if you trace a bay, their enquire a corner from by a tribute. It is a check a crown, but was there or Bacha Jaya and I who see.
Dear woman say, as a matter of fact, Emrantie Susu, say a year Petria, and I this year Nankomo, your turn 24 cities 52 pesos, and now I do 27 cities 22 pesos. Into apprehension, I will drive a force what I say, or more a hometia papa says, or more yes, so Yanti says, and so. It is a did and the four Nansa, na yes, our prices no, and I want Nasia. I quack you how. Enti mo chere ho siesie mo ho adwaye eno susu nti ana mam branches so atiagu monten so yi
ADAKABRI na me di kan o say adwuma ni ba bia so timi kan ho hwembrase sabe ta frache Ghana hanum see to oil but your price is not determined by Ghana government OPEC for determine the price enti wonya ka bo say di ko ni mra na be adwuma dia wutimi sori nya ni a obesan so obi adilent so and share, Yambas Aquano Sunya Yuma. But the medical say means any panel. We won't saw me nipping almost some who ever could keke. As answer and Yambra Aquanon, say after say, yet 2 or 3 more, yes, I am someone to son. From almost more one who did not cast a McCain in my mouth about 10%. You know. Oh, the man yet. And business say.
Yeah, the 10% in a buy and a cassie and 5%.
15 in a buy and a cassie in 10 infusion and 5. Sorry. So the more hand a general so a general yes idea. A bassa would just so dear a day. Now pedia, now pro wide and a preocupe. If you have much of someone number tray, who you never crew my engine and why and then quite a moon grab one depend to coin as I got some identity. Is an open job one go down slow. Why not fit over to coin and no so. It does say, yeah, general, the other go to a canoe baby. It is Mr. Omunyambo tray, as I say, yeah, papa more almost ready. It is a track, our chest cry, almost give them running almost 7 years. Meaning,
no. It is said, Nadia Mranti, Abekan, and then I will catch on my ma.
They say, amount for and we are bringing council new British Union and then say near Manchester and Mrakwan. Near ye no, Omontomba the Maya, yet share Pabba Babonti. Ubi and disregard the Atolorofemi and Tolorofemi. Ofo car, Niano Shadadan, Piasadan. And many to near say to my room was one, and somewhere in a way. Some man came in and sounded to me now almost. Command for you, no. The unit
General Secretary Ghana Road Coordinating Council for GRTCC. Ura or Hene, and answer or Hene Yabua, yet there was a papa or Hene. Right. The down confusion galore. Some man we Charles Danso, Chairman, Ghana Committed Drivers Association, Alex Kufisapon, Chairman. International Drivers Road Transport Union, Iabema, PRO, True Drivers Union, George Osei, Chairman, Concerned Drivers Association. Farkan.
Alhaji Mahmuda. Barka da sallah. Barka kade.
Barka. Na
ana waya barka da ci mota. Ya kasa barka da sallah na waje su barka kade.
Barka kade. Right.
Kai obo asina. Na presenter bi wa DJ Amuzu. Menim so woni kwa ejuma pen. Ebe so woni kwa ejuma pen adum.
Ai.
DJ Amuzu ofri boase.
Oh yeah.
Ko fa na otakura de na ba.
Yeah.
Say afino so aya na mo frame me ko Naija. E request kakra. Nti ya ka barka da sallah ya biji su barka kade no. Amuzu fi say kede kuro no.
Akade.
Nti obi fa ro se da bi ono oboase nti barka oboase.
Barka oboase.
Nti wo de na ebe no aya chi mota na. Ana ya me barka da akra barka abaka janshi.
Wayo. Hey.
It's easy.
You bet me I was up on 050-600-0909. Say yento transfer firm baby name mono anamon ena it was within the context of Emrano Ashanti ade no ye betum ne ababebo omanma amane na driver for no ewu ena owner for no said ye sis in city na so na etie ne nyina no on told hardship and the deba omanma so demum ne nyina mu no transport operators and they are prepared to operate under the law. If it's a bibinia law, no, as soon as I protect you. This idea of some ranty outside of the rules, what do you make of it?
ADAKABRI medasi. Misad kabarka da celebio Emma, His Excellency John Dramani Mama, Gonjeni this year. Tia Nerenso, Sister Lodina. Mechia NDC from paying for it and MPP from paying for it. Mr. Chair, His Excellency Nanado, His Excellency Baumia. Na ansana mekono mechia my sister be a friend of charity or Atadika Alkali Enterprise. Oye Ashama Atadika or NDC Nimapa. Sister no born homebody ye papa. Inti mechia no ansana mechia adofo. Mechia Mr. Dan. Ono so ashama meneno efie ben ama menene shop kraben oton speakers ono so tie opa ADAKABRI ntinda me bo se alaji udu akatire Mahmuda se mitia no woni offer
yeah wodi ato
udu ashama de bia da ho government school na woni offer ko be we shoemaker ho issues eton oye your friend say back na offer mu friend Joe Menu you see temesika fodi no
temesika Joe
Menu yes
Joe Menu de your friend so mo ne be chechire tema
sa say si kwame nkomada ne bae makunta bi ma ne history say ntina ama se bia kanfo no mados wotema no
Joe Menu ye na ekowie se kwame nkroma be chechire tema no ye penipa kra me aba ye ma na Joe Menu ye eba de ka be si ofre juso be sianse me krum ni no eno de ka be si ho boss na chese osesa mu komsa masin ko di security ewo ye tema na chese odimrika Tatam nipa enkrafo ikrasi enkotena ho ena just odimrika osesa wo modem begu ho no ma ena ma kamfo na dos
yes history a wo mami pepe na makunta waka be fe Mr. Mponsa ode mami ntina se sasam no true story nti Joe Menu so tie mi na woko katamanso so amfa kokko ananse na mechi attire base for attire for say munim sende me ba wo show no Okay, say promise you one fasting ne be shemu.
Was a common
Yes, inti cantona ne nko for Saki 12 ene baba chairman ne chief Abalba. E friend chief Abelba. One name organizer. Inti Abelba me say utie me. Oni shodi. Inti ADAKABRI say next time. Me ba Abelba ye go full flax mu na me fambra. Kwa tai no so boy jinjao. I say a stimulant. My body no bibia edwuma. It's excellence mamuda. I'm say asema ye discussi. Utie nkofo no asema amoka na. Afa baby no am right. Afa baby no so leadership failure. Because they say man ya interview no sa GRTCC for yi. So munim say ye wo individual organizations and more run transport. Then anamotuo enamoso mo ye ya mo ne mo atenase a mako benkro. Because at the end of the day no muna ese mo ne mo ye adwuma. Na ya ti organization na GPR to you ne na we ye ne na we ne we have a right to an association because they are also Ghanaians. Law also protect them say I want to be for more association. I move for more and they are unity na timi de be mo. Once off studio na me come be say say Ghana political party excuse me. You say Ghana political party. Apalu a political party. But ni person na di nechi. So at the day you see organizing elections the mo. If sir GRTCC no they should make sure all the bodies, all the private organizations should come together. They say that you see IPAC near daddy, you should bring them together, let them know what is going. Na say be say okoto de nebuje. Sa aban tum dia wontum. Unu say oka asem bia me na anya adwene. Wasi say yakasa yenti so de amonte so. Can he tell us on authority say even both MPP and DC ya ti patro so world market me mati so Canada. How many times? They be to man ID na we na timafo na ebre. Citizens na ebre. Hey VVIP mo so mo top patro. Ana is excellency. En sa top patro. Mukura mo yentum me say very so mo betum. Na sa mukura mo mutum a mo ntwen say GPR to betum asamatum ana.
Obema official na free. Ehwa abansa na wakwakusum so kwakotu bibi. But
mo percentage kura because mo GPR to mo nkope. I remember quite well at times metafo but nye de bia. Befu bia another time cry atu momentum. But that time cry me say na take position. But take here the over to minimum
since June 2009.
Very good.
VIP into ne firm until since June 2019.
Very good. I remember saying
3 years in here.
Yes.
And VIP into the previous time so it did 4 years.
Yes.
And sana June 2019.
I remember no when you 2019 cry na this law power. Me kwa na me say na and I see the same brands na say ya tutu wana so ya de yentum nti na me kai. Na na mo na mantum. Enti obi are the management.
There be ancestor ranty we unhunu nipa domo di akire. But enye fair.
Enye registered association. Association no registered general and who say register mo na aban nim say mo ho.
Imagine say the Finder newspaper, such a credible paper, about transport fares to increase by 20% from today. Now with the transport minister, no,
the picture,
as if say your official BB
from transport ministry.
Where's na transport minister no abone bugado do.
Abone buga. Because say be our super kwan before so after paper. So say the man is in charge of transport.
But BB
and some association be say
to do with the economy, no. Why you careful at distort no ma be pre. No, because also you name the history of yatutu transport fares.
Effect
ediba. So until uko jina baby na o yeni say na unsuspecting media no so akari as if say adieso a bibi that table so a yeka enyansie you say oh ya forfeit the wuntwa vehicle income tax but for vehicle income tax wuntwa no up to certain category of vehicles so no and obi aso no engine capacity na di twade ma no it is a one clarify na budget no so ye now so a emra bi taachire it is a person very bibia also making sure say MPs no ayen such la ya ye betimi avari adekro the one anye ne saa na wutwi fa so akeke na wani da ho willfully na wo ya de a wo ye ya and netete no yes we economic saboteur song enya de papa
o se o be se aban ho kire no
we just say o pese o man ma ho kire yen Saturday way aban because we got the message about say, hey, John Mahama pencil the anke be na ko. I didn't know where the man uncle and na bi ne ye ken. Ma ye nya dia if free say ye de hete the government of Akufo-Addo. But ye de
hete no Ghanaians will suffer.
Ghanaians
the citizens will suffer.
And no kakran nipa bi nyante Saturday na se. Inti ya na target no kwa Akufo-Addo so. Instead say target no ebe kosa yen Ghana no. Yanka say yen hwe enoma bi.
Mahmoud, what do say the politics of the day no sa na beba. Na Mahmoud, what do say sanka NDC na power anka dede MPP for be anka be sise de we Ambassador Mukutu pass monye.
And Quebec the year can answer.
And come back no back from this your angle. But MPP will even encourage them more. Important to mum.
I will see Jai. Na Yajuno man. Mammy interview back could be mra.
Medase.
Na interview ye FA a Galamsey, the renewed fight. And
walk of us
Lieutenant General and as a Brigadier General. Joseph Nunu Mensa.
Hey, Willie Ba, me no.
Aha. Why a chief of defense staff. Now once a general,
always a general. You are right.
General Yamuaha. General Yamia do me who ye now want so what to say.
When I made I've been
General, ye environment, ye water bodies. Yes, sir, no, all in search of, say, indigenous Ghanaians and some foreigners. Ebetimia astrati gold. And now, one more day, aboy bra. Have you taken notice? Now, who any specific thoughts on it, Anna?
I got them at local school. I'm going to answer this boarding school. 1970 years ago. And they are no Mafra. You know, be a walk my important potro. There was no chemical pollution. None most of the water bodies, the money that's in higher pollution. Yere ain't been the work in Abba. Now you put the blame on the Galamsey, put the blame on Chinese foremost water bodies. And then you're sorry. And I think we said, Coco, I want Ghana for is infested with chemical. I'm not going to say now, we are living in the Galamsey. The young boys have a problem. We have to understand that. But then beyond that, there were politicians. I'm going to put it on man, the access. They are joining hands, and they achieve some of them. So, as I said, my child is the war. I don't know about the chemicals, but say you know. You're not going to be in but you blame the Galamsey. Which is true. But these young boys, some of them will be here. I did not look at my and suffer a fisherman. Mammy tried to go to. I'm going to see. So the other thing jobs I've done to make a living and to become chief of defense, as you mentioned, from a very poor background. And remember the baby in my life. Whenever we do, I've been chief of defense staff. The video company with the military. You bear the blame. Yet you want you're politicians and the Chinese farmer. I know you know some of them. Number of saying to us, you blame it on the Chinese, on the Galamsey. The young boys say, look, I'm sitting at that percent, looking at the road at that percent. Then we have both professional. Can they say, we are mobile. I abandon you on. Okay, I condemn what the Galamsey are saying, are doing. But beyond that, you can't find any job. You want to invest the community, not going to invest. CDS, so that Papa educated, mommy educated. But let's give hope to the young people. Let's give them something to aspire to do. But be a new one more. I ask you to language, and I'm a condition. Be a new one. And Opa, a big salary. Large ones of my house. Why for them to be doing everything? Now, and Opa, Yabeni, and Opa, Yabeno, the like. Now, the body, my preferred body, what is coming, is going to be very tough and rough. Obiang, no institution is working. The military are never better. First of all, BDI Basa, public service Basa, we be a one tanker. So a man is good. Now put the blame on those who are governing the country, first and foremost.
To the extent to say, Asante Hine. otumfoɔ ɔsɛe tutu would lead us to believe say yɛkyerɛkyerɛ mpanimfoɔ koraa deɛ wɔn nka for political expedience yo for diplomatic expedience yo do we know now are we supposed to encourage such action say wɔhene koraa yɛbaa ne yɛakyerɛ wo deɛ ka menka deɛ wonim.
This is Ghana. It's a sad country. You need to remember Kumha. When my name is so and share. If it are with a Yankano Pare. Nanadia, not Raman. Nana did it. People are Nana, nothing. Or will be a midterm concern of war. One industry person far as the nurse was there. It took about 2 hours. When you have to talk, but I am back in here. And the four, I'm a book of that. I'm agenda, no, I am the agenda. Men sorry, ADAKABRI, I mean, because you are going to Saba, and quote the ramp, men go with the procedure, the minister block this war, and complain to a school. Now, quite a friend, Marie, now go orally. And my brother, you know, I mean, people like me and many others are even they are very like to build Ghana.
I just say, just a little digression. A grand Sabana co school na ever say, and nay, say previous government, SC structure the SC was say the year university, at the fixtures, nina abubomo air conditioners count, nabesine, and muda, and a full university no, and Sabasi one, I'm ranting this one, university no, and function. What do you make of it?
So, for the moment, you want to then your work and don't so good on pay what is going on in Africa today. I'm going to answer before a very election. You know, I joined the a party, which is important. I could see the road. I could see it coming. But maybe I can take a 84 thereabout. I check. The concept last December, before the election. The everybody has to put the concept. It'll be a thing. The place is filthy, is dusty, is terrible. Using a generic book, which is being a while. Because down, what between Sama, across or down, a year or may a book. Young in my lifetime, or maybe I can show you, young here. And I make you for the last time we have made a book, young No, I'm
yes. Back to the issue of Galamsey. Now the military are saying, say, Yama Womo, almost 1 kilometer from river body, and sa and Oma destroy at the Omekwaku. But almost to say, Nipa de Bebre, no, Womo, Sensuno, Esumfidiano, and Manson to Kobudo Munya, Kiemo 200 meters away from the river body. Say obia we yes operation obia no yen say no until you have say major say lieutenant colonel bio na ogina ho na wa costo a Chinese no ni gina nso na hu se nso na ye poto say this way chocolate drink na Chinese no wo so so ye den and na soja ni no lament say we operation wo ye no a kilometer away from nso no enso so twi nsuo no na sa disperse agu nsuo no na ma nsuo yi asai nanso standing orders say so outside of the perimeter no dia e de me and destroy bibi na nkomu susu say aban no envary standing orders no say obia up to say 100 meters 200 meters from nsuo no bia no echo up to a kilometer or 2 no yen say wo no manyina. What do you make of say lieutenant colonel as a major na washe no uniform possibly platoon commander na all kasa ase bo say Ghana for
about and you see about so I don't go to Ghana Rwanda a pretty fool like that because they call Rwanda but we go Rwanda on the TV one I feel proud of Ghana. He is committed to building his country. So are you telling me, sir, that you can go to Rwanda and fool around like that back Ghana? So Abana is determined. Is there any law? ADAKABRI telling me, is there law to do what we are doing? Why do you pass a law in Parliament tomorrow morning to prescribe indiscriminate destruction of water and make it a high criminal offense and deal with the people there? Chinese man can come from China and come and lodge himself in the forest, destroy our water body. And then I want, another thing. What to me? It will be never. And if you see it, no, you can, I don't go to China and do what you are doing in Ghana here. You can do. Why do you allow them to come and do it? So, you said that you don't know what you see yourself. Don't watch it. But what I'm seeing is right.
Na ukase aban enye sincere na as the fight the renewed fight against Galamsey as a confidence in him na young men and women so asha say fix the country hashtag, you know. It's like we are disappointed in the government, Anna.
We elected the government to come and sort out things and fix whatever is wrong with our country. We elected the government to come and fix. There are many problems. We should be seen to be doing something about the problem. What's up, body? Nancy? Body 50 maybe 250. 250 is the price of the house in which I live in Cantonment. The price I see. They want to talk about their party. What they could have eaten. Don't fool us. You used to know I've got problems. And I'm saying to you, at the end of the day, I don't have any problem. I don't have any future. My future today, I come at 9. In Esquimalt, in Amido, they are about the same age. I mean, I come at 9. But I'm warning people who are coming after me and say, and in my lifetime, or maybe to have done it in a way, a better love. Or be anti Popano, who goes to for a degree, or when you're friends. Then women they speak. Women they speak, there's education of what value? Useless education, put it at the open fight. We shouldn't be pulling the youth. But if we jump on the one almost a bit to shoot me and also. But the one coming. Oh, never caught me. This is a medium. I bet you I'm no, maybe not. I'm a safe driver. You have been to Papa. As you are to report a rich hospital. I'm just saying this. Also, need the biscuit of the man of fighting. We start we start there's so much problem going on. And you can't abandon him in the airport. Almost here. But before, all people, please, you don't have what. Does
it appear to you, sir, abandoning him the Oyana?
Now, what you are
the mere shed the spectacle of what is playing up. That there are two nipa mienu involved. Omo nyina so distinguish omo in the security services. Na ene in their retirement, my yenhwe de ekoswe. Baako etimi rise to become a deputy commissioner of police. Ayenso Pariado. Osan a lawyer kura. Baako so distinguish no ho major general Francis Amanfo. Na prosi panyini soja panyini yenhwe de ese. Prosi panyini no ese soja panyini no de letter brand prosi panyini no ye regional security coordinator. Ena soja panyini no say enne wono na ye dis apost na mano na yayi soja yayi prosi panyini na di. The soja panyini no de dismissal letter and sack letter. Ede kokoma prosi panyini no. Ena or say you mate. Na wote wa twen say soja panyini no beba na official wa hand over ede amano no. And say emrante kwa bi say womo purporting to be acting in the name of national security. Etimi so regional security coordinator no office. Ye na retired deputy commissioner of police no. Omo kakache and say bema ye yiwadi na wote ye pede ye se emfa amran kran no say me senkna pa mo de mebeko menko anam nantie hankofo retired deputy commissioner of police no mo hankofo no pansin na fede de prosi panyini pa baaye ansana ye hankofo no ye free deputy commissioner nensa na oko police station kwa ye reporter the sine yantwe akwala ba akokura aso. Such a spectacle. General, who is saying?
Now there's sad. In Africa and in the Indian we are best. Now such a happy in Ghana. Yet to handle a former deputy commissioner of police. So on your bonnet here, the young finishing of the young hand of the phone. And what I say, it couldn't happen like this in my time. What did happen? See, you will probably be what I think we doing. Get hold of some seasoned people. When you put answer, how much now? I'm near you, maybe for a year. Whereby election, I say I booked the and the shop commissioner. I told you, baby, pasta. How can you go on like this? How can you go on like this? How can you go and do what you are saying people say? Against the deputy property commissioner. And yet, I'm the way, I'm a record. Minimum be a software, which I'm about to do. I went to the army with my own day. Minimum be a now we in this Uncle Media. Those who are not in anything, what did they go looking for what? Put on this or what? A man, I'm being very frank with you. Probably I'm switching on the move. I'm telling you, it's not easy. 1940, when the church became part of Britain, Hitler rolled over the whole of Europe. Hitler wasn't a professor of the university. Was in the army, ran for lieutenant colonel, became the prime minister overnight since he didn't pay one billion and making to Ghana.
Nti wei mpanyinfo a wɔman wi mu ɔmwei
Obi a culture of impunity. Obi a tumi who said they would eat who wouldn't be one. So may I say in our life, say, I'm telling you, point out, I'm telling you, get me back to you can it's gone.
Also a gun at a gu.
It is collapsing.
Ghana, yeah. Your parents saying, you handle COVID, post-COVID issues, you handle very well.
Yeah, me go win you. I go for more than it's sad. But that was like them. They may go in the street in Ghana today. And I will make a car, so make out. The type of winning regular. You better get sit down on. You see, naked men, what is this? That was the Ghana. Who are you putting?
Now, how do you determine say Ghana a collapse?
The capacity of 84 years ago. Now, who was the chair when I go down? Look, we are school. Yeah, we should go to school. I'm quite sure I couldn't find it. Go school for any tickets. Yet I went to the military on my own and became a chief of the first staff, not once, but twice. From that background. And then who were degrees? Who have been, and that's what we do, we paid media. With the problem of running job of youth, I buy a crisis. But I bet how my. They on the street, I'm sitting down, I look at that the street, for we are putting them arrow. Now, what we Galamsey? Who so we get? Where do you put them? We have no plans to reuse them anyway. Agriculture. You see, I'm talking. Then you are talking. We never talk Ghana. I think I agree. And the first of COVID-19. Now we are trouble. Yeah, and we pay and pay me. I come here. It's not going to 1,000 Ghana.
It is to see a young in general.
One friend before Wagin, President of Wagin, baby walk around. The general, who get here. And baby, the for and that's more in good voice. Now, I need to go Abuja. TDS, I want to say, young woman move from Mr. Friend. Jenna to work now, away a picture. I should want the best start. It's try to bless. As I was like a budget show. I was a person put up a bill over. My bed 12. Now, I educate you on what is war. Now, I made this 2 hours. Talk to me. I'm saying, yes, the answer. We are a one for who cares to take from one move. Who from Bema Brass Nazi? Yeah, yes, and then you call the Babu. You call the Watara. I was saying now there. So bad, Watara. Babu. Say over. We are professor of history. The president is not the end of life. There is life beyond the president. Save yourself, your wife, children, and the country. Yeah, I know what you move, baby. What's over? What's Watara? Number two, a. But it will be more. As I say, but the boy issue. What me gonna have it? I went there with them, sit down with it. But who wants to solve problems? You know, the goal and understanding it. They pay a little bit. They put it if you answer, maybe more. But as you call them, you go around saying, I don't know. You know, tell you my one be a good. Koyashi. Nigeria is in trouble. You know, to Nigeria, Ghana will be put into the trouble. If I want to be a Ghana, I'm telling you, and Ghana will be with the hell, all of us.
Hey.
No, don't. Look, I'm not trying to fight anybody. I'm saying what I know to be. Mean that.
Is it beyond, General? Is it beyond redemption? Yentimi nya hu bibia.
It requires, as I said to you, the momentum. When Britain was faced annexation by Germany, it required a man like Winston Churchill, become Prime Minister after Chamberlain, and sort of things out. We need things like that. But we use the problem, sorry. Maybe the name is for the president. I'm tired. They should wake up and save the country for themselves, and that's it. I'm going to land.
Said, you for no answer.
Now, when I'm to build a Ghana, how you do it?
Na, sir, comment see, could anybody construe it to be treasonable?
No. Howard was the French president. But that's not what became president. He was a young man when he became president. The Prime Minister of Finland, he said 5 years ago. They are youthful age. So they should take the whole of the country and build it. I'm not going to go at my age. Because when you go to Army and find people at my age, I won't give you a shame. So I'm saying that you Mama not someone is at my age, you are not one of our experienced civil servants and politicians who wake up and come out. If I not
You for so I'm sorry. Ebina you for no ostensibly a use subterfuge at the area national security with a rare purpose to say taxpayers' property is being wasted away into a home photo. Share what we are told. Say yeah, yes, are youthful journalists, you know, and then the colleague youthful young lady. Dear Baba Yen or no one casani premises. Sir, gang ho national security operatives.
wrong. It's wrong. I've been in military intelligence since the government time. We never did anything horrible like that. I became senior, and then before that, national security advisor and that of military intelligence. I won't go and do anything diabolical like that. You know. But yeah, man,
sir, act, you know. What describe no normal me, you may perhaps tell us more about that. Or say horrible, or say diabolical. Why would you describe such action as horrible and diabolical?
But Ghana is a civilized country. You know, we are civilized country. We've been independent for 64 years. We should be progressive, not be the things that were young. It's doing the Congo Kajita, Asia 1960. Yeah, so now we think that if you can use wood force to subdue people, can I go to a Myanmar, Burma campaign for this? Burma to get fought in Burma. What happened? So you put the money, using the yesterday. Yeah, killing them, but they're still fighting on to build a country for themselves. Uko baby, I've got Lebanon. What's going on around the world? They may say, they are happy with having their best, or the goodness. I'll make it so much of the good. And it's only being
And in general, you know, never bumpire. Na what is right?
Empire would be enough.
Empire may not be enough. And thereby, in fixing the country, we need to fix ourselves in order to be able to fix the country together.
But I go to market. I go to Samakola to buy food myself. Meton for and it's an egg. 350. I got 70 people. I have a meeting. And drop out the way this material. Who take on it? Who are you for? What would I put every day? Tell me you're coming to one. The university will never. Again, they go and get some green rubbish in no more. They are enough to get over and try and kidney problems. Obi and you want to. Yet we can fix, we can grow food, but it needs not people to go and do
that. Retired Brigadier General Nunu Mensa. Yeah, there was it. I felt I can't cheer papa or them one.
Parakan, one you get to a Winiba, Alaji, Labran, and then you get to an Alaji Tanko. Michelle, maybe we know my very well.
It's a national matter. Yes. Yeah, about command. By ourselves and our children are country. But that's what we done.
Yamish so. Right. Brigadier General Nubensa. Faraka Watine. Saka Salia. Was also a Moatanase. Or say, what the comments on various issues. In one breath, renewed Galamsey fight, or say the country is collapsing. In another breath, the youth should rise and claim their country. In another breath, national security reaction to Kalibkuda issue. Horrible and the other word, diabolical.
Diabolic, yeah.
Where do you start?
Yeah, Mahmoud ADAKABRI. Me chat here for you know.
I'm going to say that we're late today.
Me say.
One country.
Me say the reaction of Mr. Brigadier Nunu Mensa no. One kasa Brigadier Nunu Mensa. One kasa kura no. One timi. And yet sure of what he was talking about. It will be some question. One can say in one breath was he say, in another breath was he say, which looks a little bit some way to say Adiano or Hane some way. I think say as statesmen they have nothing to lose. And especially when it comes to politics, or Moody, what is good for the nation? I say, no, Obeka. But you see, I'm a little bit disappointed when it comes to the issue of the national security reaction. Oka say, diabolic and, or you say another word?
Horrible.
And horrible. I don't know what he's talking about. Because when one can say, as at now, he cannot tell us exactly what happened. Entina, the president, any national security ankasa, and other splitted, organizations, decided to say, SAA investigation to ascertain the real truth behind some allegations. No, say, Kuda allegations now, I mean, I see it to be an afterthought. Because the first day, assembly, one kashi first obi dine saka akano. One can't anything like that. And after 2-3 days, I pass on or start to say, and to the extent say, or drop tribal sentiments. Tribalism say, or no, or I beni, but besan say or free, or decide to say or see or free kepkus. Because ka say or I beni yababu no more. I mean, how? How can you conjecture to the extent say you have to deny one Kasa tribe? Meanwhile, I mean, Obi and Kacha say, Oka say, oh yeah, Benia, Yabaku, Yabana Yababumo. One Kasa no conjectures adian. And you decided to bring it into the public domain. For what purpose? For what? Put me say, Sag Papano, and let me see, for want of better word, and for respect, Mekakuda, Kalibkuda. Or per se, he on creative wedge between the populace and the national security, and to in a large extent, by extension, the government. Entina all come out with all these figments of Onuankasa imagination. Because how can you say, yeah, so be free, even though we are being also we are fantini. Because when we say MPP for fantini for na echo, but MPP for no are before unco. Why do you have to come to that conclusion? Because all these things are even still being investigated. Also, Yabu, there is no sign in any part of your body. Actually, say Yabu. Also, Yabu. Meanwhile, you have not been to hospital to come out with a medical, form BR. HSA hospital. I see you are suffering from A, B, C, and D. There is no any physical sign of being beaten. And when I say my allegations, and the gullible populace, so alpha. Because they want to make the government unpopular. They want to make national security look bad. It's for me, I would have expected, say, General Nunumansa, as a statesman, he would have waited a bit, and I would have been a little bit circumspect in his condemnation of the national security, because the real facts, even though one can conjecture, one can look through the pieces, put the pieces together and come to the conclusion, say, Caleb was lying through his teeth. Because look, the national security improvement, if national security actually beats you, the first thing that will come out of your mouth as a reporter and as OB, or reporter, a very recognizable station like City FM, is to talk about how you were tortured. There was nothing like torture until later on. Even the whole way was not even official, was not sanctioned by City FM. Bernard Abler and Co. Made that clear. Said it was not official. And indeed, Onuankasa, from the very word go, I all started to say Obachon Caleb Kudano, was when he said he had appointment within the national security area. Later on, it was found out that he had no appointment with anybody. He just get crushed. So, Nipa say, if he says something later on, I will be very circumspect in, accepting that until the real facts come. It's media. I know General Nunu Mianza to be one person or can an adwi, but I think say Oka Wadwi also you are also liable to be criticized and to be. There are certain flaws in some of these things, because you are sticking the word of the journalist hook, line, and sinker, And I think, say, by evidence of the journalist, Nankasa ye, the oka first, any the opa say the I don't think, say, we can give him all that. We can credit him with that allegations now. Or can say, yeah, bono, yeah, torture. No, I think, say, until the investigation is concluded and then the report is brought to the fore, nobody should come to that conclusion, say he has been tortured. And if you are talking about him being tortured on the basis of one-sided story, that would not be fair to national security, because it is his word against that of the national security word. And most who, I'm tempted to believe in national security, because although they are the people securing my security, I have trusted everything onto them.
Then I started trusting national security.
Oh, national security, because Masa,
I started trusting
I've started trusting them, not a
free briefing.
Oh, a check.
Since NDC were in power.
Yeah, even during the period of the NDC.
Okay.
I trusted national security because we have subjected and nobody has subjected himself to Caleb Kuda. Until those who have been protecting us, they are more likely to be trusted than Obia or on the self-serving allegations. Intermediate, I think that is where with this issue of national security term, because Caleb Kuda have proven say he can lie and lie by the Oka.
What do you mean a proven lie?
A proven lie is number one, appointment. Or have a catch and appointment. Secondly, your your mission and your whatever that you were doing there was not sanctioned by even your station. The station did not officially sanction. Say on national security. Meanwhile, he has created the impression as if say he was doing his journalism job. So what I say? If you were doing your work, I think say your authorities and your seniors or whoever is in charge would have sanctioned that, but they did not. It was Onuankasa. He was doing his self-serving job, and he decided, say, I have seen certain things here. Let me take pictures. You go. It was not only about Maslow vehicles. No, I saw some leak tip. He was taking Land Cruisers, pictures, and all manner of things. How behind him said what you were doing was illegal. So for me, there, but with the Galamsey, I'm not there.
Me yenti a comment kakra so free Ishak Farakan ho.
His Excellency, I'm say my brother Saka wakana sem but me ne nya adwene. Na in journalism me nim say Tambia journalist you compare reporter say okope permit free obi or I don't know. Because per chance na say me journalist na be twom. Na me hu say na me be ko ha na to chima na say me fi say me pick ya me I don't know me name mo ethics no. Say this say me say okope home permission and sana. My report there me name baby all come from. Cause His Excellency we are journalists na wo ko. Na BBC along the line and I say we twom no say BBC. This is our Peace FM. My mom officially permit to go and capture that story there minimum. And he did it even as an ordinary Ghanaian or as a citizen. Who are I say be cause na nya. Utimika wasem. Say be say in the have to studio ha. Ye ka ya dwene no. That does not make us perfect. And I say say the ebe kan kwa na be no kre. But also want to me catch them say the national security can na no kre. Because we saw the videos. Ya hankofo obi kra de no ko. Nya on the hankofo no no. Inti journalists na say okofa report until I say hankofo no. For what crime? Not even to extend say wo the phone. I go wa search it through the phone. Now we say ma send message akomo obi and video bi akomo binti. That third party too should be traced. Ama musa ko Jojo obai. Is it Alfred money and our friend say GJ a president?
I feel money.
Yes. Obai Roland oh. Okondem ye chire na afi. Owu say okondem guy no say he didn't do it with then ethics be. Say he go contrary against your ethics. What is never true? Echire me hu say am for lambasting must say. I'm so about apologize. Which is very bad. Because His Excellency Nanado is a human rights lawyer anymore. And not just an ordinary president. Why a human rights lawyer? He was talking. Demonstrations and he was talking now. I'm for voice. Even criminal label law. I'm say on any time go for no. No, I told you I'm gonna repeal that law. Nana. Now in the journalists in need right so because I pick information. Journalists in need right. Say national security yeah they enye. Intimasa, Ghanaians are listening to us. Ghanaians who they see no. His say some Jonah kind say the culture of silence. Papa no ni boni say me chia baby obi a man so original mo. O say me papa me bra me say the first born my classmate or was tech. Mamuda. Ebi obi ni no Benjona. The first boy my classmate. And coincidentally so was my senior brother classmate. It is Sam Jonah is my senior brother and the center is my father. Because once I me mate there. Me mate papa and me papa. And also my senior brother classmate or Anglican school or bossy. The friend Ali do amuna me no krali do na Ida Maria. Now it says I'm Jonah classmates. Until he's a father and I say time my brother. Say ne ba my friend daddy. I call me bra also my friends so my bra. Ko bra penyin Adam for your Adam we bra. Okay, so quarter of silence. And before us Supano, I don't want to mention names. I'm on for radio station means so I could be Supano. And tell me I say fix the country. Sorry you. I feel a bad demonstration cry see a monk in demonstration. I did mind a woman. The only gold medal in demonstration is His Excellency Nanado Danko Kufado. Because Ghana Hayako be a wide massive demonstration ever. I don't think so be a breaking the record. One Dr. Rekubrebo, Brobe. Muye shime preku, muye kumi preku. We have a lot of precus. And ono de okoto de ne budwe obi an stop mu sama munye. Nkwala nkitu o e shaking muka krebi on social media. Motare soldier for ni police for kogu. Independence Square. Say nkobo ho ban. Sana mu yehu force a. Nkwala nso ka chem say they are law abiding citizens. Iti His Excellency Ghana anana His Excellency Nanado wodi Ghana for me ambo wa disappointed. Because I don't want to see such things happening under His Excellency Nana Adonanko Akufo-Addo watch. Now can so no a human rights lawyer. So activist in so am. Now in the judge journalist in the right. So obekwa any duty as a journalist. Obekwa taking a report. Yene yama ho kwan. International security is above the law. And more than any journalist write anything about them. Yes, they are there to protect us. But still we ought to criticize them. Say we na ya ebobo ma baso. Enye nso a say ka say dem we na enye. Because we say we na wo hear videos ni bi. Aya hankofo nipa. Ya de na akọ city FM premises. Akọ hwe lady no so. Nti onu na akọ na say abọ na som. O say abọ na som. Nti wo na tie phone tie wo there. So what you are telling us is the truth. The onu work na de enye no kre. Na akọ bu nipa no ay confuse a. Na anu nya mienu. Inti na another brave for be change na no. Because he was under threat. Mo threaten mo abubu no. Why confused? Say it be boom out to be cancer man this oka.
He is a confused individual.
At that time I can say that because abubu no. Because crowd you know the two generals to see amasa. You can't speak as you want to speak. Inti Ghana for her amute party na mo say mo na democracy no say democracy paying for no. Look at what is happening under their own watch.
So the spectacle of a retired deputy commissioner of police being handcuffed.
Imagine.
Waiting for another major general to come in.
Sentinel general used to wear I say it's too harsh or he condemned what he was using. A whole former police commissioner. Now you to me handcuff no.
Handcuff no is meant for who? It's meant for who police commander.
Not that it's meant for, but
meant for who?
At that time,
it's not meant for journalists.
You can't call the person, arrest him, or invite him to whatever you want to send him. And they say,
the circumstances leading to the handcuffing.
That is why he was interviewing the general and he was condemning that act. Maybe I didn't listen to what the general was saying. Until I would draw into the conclusion, say, because I'm favor of government in it. That's why might be pen. They have the record. Among Kokumasi when they came to winning the 2060 election. Among court, Uncle Pam judges in Identify letter force. They have done it before. They went to regional security office. Dragé, regional security coordinator. They were prosecuted. And they have done that. And they are still working in Kumasi. We know them.
But they
do about what we see them. We know them.
Prosecuted and sentenced.
To have a sentence to what?
To 6 months. In lieu of that, they had to pay
ADAKABRI
1,800 each.
Because they are Nanado boys or they are MPP Delta forces in T. And what they are running to me, I'm saying, no, where animal farm, yeah, and why I'm running to them, I'm running to them. And the MPP might be paying. They have done it and they are repeating it. Masa, Dipa Subai to say answer, and you say, oh, we are the MPP, His Excellency. So by to say MPP have that character. And this is not the first time. Even Flagstaff House, is it Bruce or said police in no. Young dragon of Flagstaff House, and they are their own urge. At the end of the year. There examples are there are many two can't say give me that good English, you know. One more, I'm gonna say I want you to correct you are Englishman because you've been speaking English all the time.
So, Saka, the spectacle
you've been doing it too much.
Deputy Commissioner of Police being handcuffed, ostensibly, say the neck crime, waiting for another senior armed forces officer, Major General, to come in. Now, I was a cosa.
Well, I mean, name even the story, but the main name say when it comes to a handcuff. it doesn't discriminate.
Then wait and be told what the gist of the story is about.
Yes. Yes.
So that you can come in.
Ashanti Regional Security Coordinator is in the person of Deputy Commissioner of Police, lawyer, Ayinso Pariano.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now he's been at the helm, and a Major General Amanfo the letter bread a police penny say the police penny now or no General Amanfo and able take you over. Nti okoye no na police penny na train that man for the beba na what me proper handing over news the amano. Whilst waiting and one morning a year Amrantie
Delta Force, that's all come out.
A year the office door open and now
Amrantie
Amrantie variously described as Delta Force element. Now in other forms described as national security operatives. As so ba say you see me fan rank crime and also no more connect any woman encochina. Nti in the ensuing
and also on
encochina.
Nti or resisting no
enumu and omo handcuff no.
And the national security operatives no handcuff.
Delta Force.
Oh please.
And
now I want you to be clear.
A senior police officer in Kumasi intervene here na omuyi handcuff no. Na fede or no. Ayinso Pariano a lodge complaint with the police. As yet, police have not apprehended anybody. And we are only asking you the spectacle of a senior retired police officer and a senior retired army officer in that spectacle in saying.
Well, I mean, story no. I mean, up to now, no, and come to a conclusion. But generally, the engagement can say, when it comes to handcuffing, it's only done with dangerous elements and people who want to resist arrest. And in this case, why my TF4 says the Nipana Yede handcuff. He was resisting arrest.
No, any arrest was there. You are being like.
Oh,
let me also. Maybe
okay.
You didn't get him.
No, I got him very well.
Yeah, was he to be arrested?
I got him very well.
An opportunity at night. You catch them and say, almost say, young Fanam rank.
Young Fanam rank, and also on coin, on
goes at the West. And also, so what construe say, young Fanam rank to be an arrester.
Yeah,
gentlemen,
young Fanam rank, and also mean by it means, no. Irrespective of the no amount of coercion, and our persuasion can make him to go to Accra, unless force. So now the problem is, Nipana oko omo command invitation say Ombra and crime, and I will say Ombano, whether they are the genuine national security operatives. If they are genuine national security operatives, oko ho say yes, freo ewen crime, and I will say Omba. I think say. They have the right to take you to a custody where you can easily be used or be flown back to Accra. It's immediately I don't have a problem with it. Yeah, ma then I say, yeah, the handcuff a show, sir. It means that you have been convicted of a crime. No, it only means say.
I sank for we no akoko retirement. No more sanko composo.
Yes.
Ama a revered organization like Ghana Armed Forces, Ghana Police Service. Na esa bonte no because the crux of the matter and say the Deputy Commissioner of Police is alleging say a new officer no our Major General no or no one didn't pay unit
yes
na appropriate channel and a unit.
He was given an appointment.
No, okay, if it's not appropriate channel.
It is happening for me from August organization say what does it tell?
No, it's very ugly. The fact of the matter say Obi the letter B Bray will say this is a letter. I mean, but why would even the person coming to occupy the position even bring that letter? In the first place, it was even wrong. That letter should have been brought by a different person. So
or somebody gave you the appointment.
But whatever it is, unim the appointing authority. And one say said the appointing authority, whether or not the letter that has been brought to you, no, it's a genuine letter. I don't even get it. This whole thing looked muddy. And I can understand sometimes the way the stakes are high when it comes to retired people. Because they believe, there is nothing to do again except some of these things. Because, look, especially even police cry better. But the army, the age at which they retire, is becoming scary. Because when you say army, and yet the age in our they call retirement. It's about the number of years I would say, either 25 years and 20 years. They say in a year increasing by 5 years. It is sometimes 40-year-old now call retirement. It's a nipper way no. There's nothing to and on to me yet Juma be just some of these appointments. It is a or your man's appointment. Now we will say or their own opinion. They will do any and everything to ensure say you comply with the dictate of the letter now or the brem. And the policeman now, retired police officer no so. Or no, I don't you see anything investigation into this whole matter. The first place, say more appointment, nipa na more appointment, no, or some nipa for appointment.
Face of this,
just verify.
In the face of this, say Brigadier General Nuno Mensah retired can say the country is collapsing. No, dikana.
No. You see, this is not uncommon. This is not the first time. I say even during the period of Professor Mills, of which General Nuno Mensah was an active player within that government. Professor Mills Ankasa Kraka say sometimes or the Obi ko baby na Professor Awono the late. No so the Obi baho. It at a point where I was say Awono harm. So what you say? It means that some of these things exist long ago. It's possible say these things exist long ago, and it is not as if say the nation is collapsing. Collapsing in what way? Is it the nation is collapsing because somebody say oh no nipa fufuro ebe replacing until one on peneso? Is that how nations collapse? Nations collapse. These are not the characteristics of collapsed nations. Collapsed nations are where there is no leadership paralysis. Omo economy juma biom. Obia sorry ade oye de ope. These are characteristics of collapsed nations where nobody even recognizes anybody anymore. And you know the rule of law no longer works. And on the collapsed nations. Collapsed nations in say nipa ba kubi yesi ko retirement obi bejewo na me say menko ye the handcuff SNS nesa na a problem. I have problem with this whole matter. And like I said, just like the Caleb Kuda issue, no, we should here investigation. Let whoever put the handcuff. I don't even think say Senipa no national security operatives are obequita handcuff. Once I okita handcuff, it means say or no ankasa enim the oye. It means that it was officially sanctioned. And if you had come to Accra, where were they going? Were they going to unofficial Nipabia now Omoko, an officer of the state? Manako Eko Enu Nipanoko Kosa. It's very mickey.
Okay. And going forward, we go to it 100.9 FM. Me man tiju madi na yede ebremu. Na amamu mu ana ose ene asojafo akọ ama Galamsey ho ensensema yese nsuo na yese onyame aboade ni nyina no akọwie se champagne ene excavators ni akọhye no. And the reports about say Yakoshi, National Women's Organizer of the New Patriotic Party, ne excavators. Na ubebusa say EBC 16, EBC 6, 8, and Tiziano, which is which? Now, do we commiserate or do we rather shame her? Yamre, na Yamra me drinking home. Who baby a deep
Oha Exi Punk no Needs FM.
cool, fresh and trendy with a new look? Makes you feel real good, that refreshing vibe. Satisfies you right just the way you like. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Ain't gotta do it alone. Specialized makes you glow. Anytime, anywhere. Specialized feel different. Always think specialized. Special Ice Natural Mineral Water. Feel different. Think special. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Efiura, me mwachi o Efiura. Yes on.
Machi o Efiura. Efiura me chia wonye so.
Hey, Eura, enfase ma msu. Wati? E ba force chia me. Mo yem no.
Won so pepe.
Hey, oh, wafi. We dia me pese oni Efiura bekon. Eh, Efiura we dia ye kwa sori abo. Eurade. Mo kwa sori. Ye pompa ye. Eurade ka soro ho a. Wati? E be se wo ba hwa wa kraba kumpo wunya. Onipa da se ne timi koto this way chocolate drink. No ne yire ne ma edi nsu ehia twabia nom anopa. No wi a wasade bia hye fridge mu. Wo mako school pon a wasan ba be yia nom. Enu mpore se ne nka ne twaso mu pa ende ye rekore. Ne fie wura beti ha. Anopa dio, ewia dio, enumre dia mo no makodeo. Mo mame. Na mu wi a ma soro akotra so ndem se ye kosum ya.
Mesi na dia ya late nso me yanke kabinje Efiura ye wi aya kwasere body fate. Ke Efiura, wuti fia say light bi no water bi ba wuntua bi. Wo boa sa sika na fa koto this way chocolate drink na ba nom.
Ka hwe me catch we play fa. Say this way chocolate drink no. Metumi ato bi pa na so na me so mo ahwe wate. E de me hia ne nsuohie. Na nsuohie so me ntoi. Say me bufu a, betumi ato bag mu a wate. Yeah, Efiura, we nko ade ma abunfu.
Efiura fi de ya bro ma abunfu bi.
Munyam sumponie. Munyam sumponie. Na mo ba ya trimodefo.
FDA ahwe se adwede nkratoe mo agye atom se eye.
Utie oha ekchi ponk no. Needs FM. Utie oha ekchi ponk no. Needs FM.
What's cool, fresh and trendy with a new look? Makes you feel real good, that refreshing vibe. Satisfies you right just the way you like. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Ain't gotta do it alone. Specialized makes you glow. Anytime, anywhere. Specialized feel different. Always think specialized. Special Ice Natural Mineral Water. Feel different. Think special. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Efiura, me mwachi o Efiura. Yes on.
Machi o Efiura. Efiura me chia wonye so.
Hey, Eura, enfase ma msu. Wati? E ba force chia me. Mo yem no.
Won so pepe.
Hey, oh, wafi. We dia me pese oni Efiura bekon. Efiura we dia ye kwa sori abo. Eurade. Mo kwa sori. Ye pompa ye. Eurade ka soro ho a. Wati? E be se wo ba hwa wa kraba kumpo wunya. Onipa da se ne timi koto this way chocolate drink. No ne yire ne ma edi nsu ehia twabia nom anopa. No wi a wasade bia hye fridge mu. Wo mako school pon a wasan ba be yia nom. Enu mpore se ne nka ne twaso mu pa ende ye rekore. Ne fie wura beti ha. Anopa dio, ewia dio, enumre dia mo no makodeo. Mo mame. Na mu wi a ma soro akotra so ndem se ye kosum ya.
Mesi na dia ya late nso me yanke kabinje Efiura ye wi aya kwasere body fate. Ke Efiura, wuti fia say light bi no water bi ba wuntua bi. Wo boa sa sika na fa koto this way chocolate drink na ba nom.
Ka hwe me catch we play fa. Say this way chocolate drink no. Metumi ato bi pa na so na me so mo ahwe wate. E de me hia ne nsuohie. Na nsuohie so me ntoi. Say me bufu a, betumi ato bag mu a wate. Yeah, Efiura, we nko ade ma abunfu.
Efiura fi de ya bro ma abunfu bi.
Munyam sumponie. Munyam sumponie. Na mo ba ya trimodefo.
FDA ahwe se adwede nkratoe mo agye atom se eye.
Woodsie or ha extra punk no. Needs FM. Woodsie or ha extra punk no. Needs FM. What's cool, fresh and trendy with a new look? Makes you feel real good, that refreshing vibe. Satisfies you right just the way you like. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Ain't gotta do it alone. Specialized makes you flow. Anytime, anywhere. Specialized feel different. Always think Special Ice Natural Mineral Water. Feel different. Think special. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Efiura, me watch you, Efiura. Yes, on. Yes, on.
Machi o Efiera. Efiera me chia wonye so.
Hey, Eura, enforce mam so. What? E ba force search ya me. Mo yam no.
Won so pepe.
Hey, oh, wafi, we dia me person ni Efiura bekon. Eh, Efiura we dia ye kwa sori abo. Eurade. Mo kwa sori. Ye pompa ye. Eurade ka soro ho a. What? E be say wo ba hwa wa kraba kumpo wunya. Onipa da sane timi koto this way chocolate drink. No ne yire ne ma edi nsuo hie twabia nom anopa. No wi a wasade bia hye fridge mu. Wo mako school pon a wasan ba be yi anom. Enu mpore se ne nka ne twaso mu pa ende ye rekore. Ne fie wura beti ha. Anopa dio, awia dio, enumre dia mo no makodew. Mo mame na mu wi a ma soro akotena so ndem se ye kosum ya.
Mesi na dia ya late nso me yanke kabinje Efiera ya wi ayakosere bo fache. Ke Efiera, wuti fia se light bi no water bi oba wuntua bi. Wo boa se sika na fa koto this way chocolate drink. Na ba nom.
Na hwe me catch you play nya play fa. Say this way chocolate drink no. Metumi ato bi pa na so na me de so mo ahwe wate. E de me hia ne nsuohie. Na nsuohie so me ntoi. Se me bufu a, betumi ato bag mu a wate. Yeah, Efiera, we nko ade ma abunfu. Me koto mi nhwe.
Efiera fi de ya bro ma abunfu bi.
Munyam sumponie. Munyam sumponie. Na mo ba ya trimodefo.
FDA ahwehwe sɛ adwade nkratoe mu agye atom sɛ ɛyɛ.
Woodsie or ha extra punk no. Needs FM.
Needs 100.9 FM so any. Na ene Monday, May 17, 2021. And the time is about gone 25 minutes past 3. In the studios, Saka Stephen, Saka Salia of the MPP, and Shak Farakan of the NDC. Yegusu aya dwendwene ho. Na yemra mehwe Kate Jamfua na obebusa ho se ede na besi a ye besin sign site ahodo ho ebusa se Kate de anyway na yakwa kope Kate Jamfua site na yetimi ahye excavator wo so ase ne sen na ebebu Kate Jamfua abam kwambe so ana Kate Jamfua National Women Organizer of the NPP. Thinking ka messages in mpanifo ne mra ADAKABRI. So if it happens in Professor Mills and John Mohammed's times and they were voted out, does it mean it should happen in this government as well? Suleiman Kwenu and Odibaye. I say, Wafa, what is the NDC man in the studio saying? Which approach does he want the national security to use on those journalists? High level of hypocrisy. Abdul Rahman, Lakeside Estate, and Odibaye. I say, good afternoon, Wafa. I'm so saddened by what your panelist is saying right now. Why should we politicize this? A journalist being tortured, and he says it is his imagination. National security has come under a lot of public condemnation, and it's time the organization is structured well. Mawuli, Ashalebutri, Ena, Odipreya, Ode Ebaye. I say, I'm heartbroken about how a licensed mining site should be ransacked and burn 8 excavators belonging to Madam Kate Jamfua, Walanyo, Inakwetia, Ena Odibaye. Also, Wapa, Wafa. Caleb Koda type shouldn't be entertained in our airwaves. He is typical example of tribalism. Who told him there are no EVs at the national security? We shouldn't joke with security as a country. Kwame Abekala Pass and the free buy. Was a ADAKABRI. Tell the government of Ghana today that we, the trotro drivers, prefer the vehicle income tax to that of tax on fuel prices. Why am I saying this? We pay our income taxes on every 3 months, but imagine the number liters of fuel we buy on each day. The government is cheating us daily. Tell them to respect drivers in this country. Make drivers have free of mind so he can concentrate on driving. A driver's little mistake on the road due to pressure and hardship on his work can cause road accident and as a result kill people than the dreadful COVID that the whole country is fighting for. We should at least respect drivers in this country as to that of doctors. The whites are not like what's happening to drivers here. If not pressure from the police, then the tax force. If not from any of these two, then the government. Always on drivers. And also for the buy. Or say PNDC was in power for 19 years. Where is Ghana? Junior Mensa was part of it. Barbara Osei entry free market. And or the free buy. Or say good afternoon, Wafa. You are doing great. You are doing a great job this afternoon about the transport fare. This morning, I was to pick a taxi loading at the back of Accra Mall to Spinkters Airport. The board on the taxi was writing 7 cities. All of a sudden, a young man came and told the drivers that the new lorry fare is working from today. He took the board and wrote 9 cities. I sat in the car for about 20-30 minutes where no one was joining me in the car. So all I could do is to get down and go for trotro. God bless you for talking about this for we, the ordinary Ghanaian. And Ode Ebaye. Kwame Sapong from Dortmund, Germany. I thank you for your life, Wafa. Good afternoon. Wafa ADAKABRI, is there a consumer protection agency, board, council, or authority in Ghana? If yes, why are they not representing the interests of the general population in determining the transport fares? And also, Ode Ebaye. Or say, good afternoon. People like Charles Danso are the one confusing the citizen in this country. And I'm Wako Odoko official town. And Ode Ebaye. Abana Kantomanto. Of a good afternoon. To be honest, Ya Danso, Ya Bema, and their allies are Amambofo. Why are they misbehaving like that? And what are they seeking for in this country? And Ode Ebaye. Hey. So, Ket Jemfua is also involved in Galamsey activities. No wonder this government is failing in everything they are doing. But I disagree with the banning of the excavators because they can be used for other purposes. Meshach Asante, Abusukai, and Odifreya for the Ebaye. Right. Ishak Farrakhan.
ADAKABRI Mahmuda, His Excellency.
Kate Jemfua, a licensed miner. Na Yako. Na Yabusebusa. The Kate the anyway. Na Yako shit the excavators. ABC 8, ABC 16. That at least there's confirmation the site has been attacked.
She did Biashi.
What do you make of it?
Whether Muhammad moved to the mountain or mountain moved to Muhammad, there was a movement. ADAKABRI Asana make a sakwano, SMT director. I'm saying when advert Kramano. A good taste, when or UTV. We wouldn't hear on from bar, need FM, so I saw the bar because maybe the Moaban also been our commission. We have spices, a very good taste, and more than Suma. A friend of Habib Tijani, and Tibiana Barka the seller, now Maka Barka the seller, director Habib, on any bra Hakim, and also landed.
Right.
And the sales manager, a friend of Clara, Say sabi me ne wo kase kura wo tie dendende. Ba mo so mo tie ni tefem pa. Nti michia amu ina. Ko mo so mo ye mo product na advert papa. Na spices bi nso amasa. Enye easy sa. This how taste bi maka chen so ombra obi. Okwa na wo de ama enu aba na. Otwitwa na ehwe de say na wan so abedi ho adanse.
Adaroma.
Michia me director nso ye fa na large papa wa shama. Amo base bi amo so tie ma sisi ana wo sigina me say na wo ye de ho ma tisa Utakin MC wenya attach ye na ye kaya dwene na mo friend Bogus Papa woni Bogarufai of US na ba mbedi sala ene Alhaji Abdallah wona mo base no owner timichia mu ina michia me boss so Alhaji Sharif NDC NEC member or call for chairman timisi amrani dun so ya be campaign nse obenya na studio akura na kuna wa be advert na wasa betua mensuro setanu denya wo dia His Excellency Galamsey Assembly there MPP government is a failure on Galamsey fight. Finito, Asamanasa. They have failed Ghanaians. Because over time, His Excellency Nanado started off fighting Galamsey. And there, no problem wherever. Ochina no problem wherever. Ochina problem wherever. Even before, all back on the second term, there was a tape by a name, Uzi Central Regional Vice Chairman. Eko ka chire Dr. Professor Frimpong about to say, Prof, now if you say, John Bodu muka say party ni hiyeska. Inti say hena Galamsey ni na the peska de run party. And it is on tape. Inti I was very glad. Obobo chema want to me John Evan Professor ne ba your friend say Jojo Frimpong. Obo asia kwan so wa akro. So do ni mo akrofom. Uko Jimmy so
abumu.
Very good. Jojo Frimpong Professor ne ba we minister na we be. Me say ni na account dey be for the second term Nanado Anye, because maybe Nanado was trying to fight the Galamsey, but these people were not giving him the support. I was very glad. Say, Land Minister Abu Samuel Jinapo, or call tune for her. No tune for catcher Musa, Mua Motiha Mutiemino. Almost 30% of you are Galamseys. It is a Mumujaya Galamsey to be jai. Simple. Unjaya Wako Fetch now. What is it about to me? Akasa against Galamsey da. So what record I played and let's what your phone tea. Because they were a part of it, and their name was mentioned there. And I said, Mouse Minjay, someone the same as regional minister, Wako for when he lance minister. No go catch or tick or Nana Metuso, sorry. Who catch and I said they watch on Kwana. Who dare you? Abu and regional minister should come and apologize to 2-4. Yes, sir. When we get to Kumasi, we will demonstrate against them. And I can't tell me I'm going to say, Mumo Abedino catch me or 2-4. When you say my swear, I'm meeting up with you. Mintimin didn't trodder. Also, interview general was yes, or 2-4 there, or Bakan Kronachem, but a move and Yuma. Inti Abu, if you are listening to me, you are a young politician and a nice politician. You ought to come and apologize, only regional minister. Why do you go to such a great king? Na now 2-4 kokoso now kakaje say on ka dia wo watro now sebi excuse me who bada be na obaka kire na de wonka na na onim de obaka nti sa asem kwa na nimtie no bu na no nti in a very nice way no menu na regional minister amombra na mo apologize even to 2-4 for even telling him to read what they have written to him and nimtie na mo bu no someone say mensa wuntumi wakwala. How many times do I stop to me from doing Galamsey? One can't say, "Ko Subetin to say, won't to me when we are Galamsey." Tiano 2 for a catcher mono. Mua Mabetina ha most more fighting Galamsey no. Muina, most of you are Galamseys. Intimujaya Galamsey no Bejai. Nana, unim say approach our MPP is a very bad approach. Oh, she excavators. Excavator about who was about $300,000. Meanwhile, your district assembly, sir, a money excavator, Mudibejuma. Anti government with your authority, what's easy as easy? Give it to the assemblies and let's use it. Although I asked that Yamano, and to be and sure beto. But they say one of the MC Casos said, I must be against the incoming rain. I remember one and yes, sir. Because how much is who can say your mama time? Yes, I'm mistaken you. Yes, she Galamsey for the amount to me, I'm going to judgment death. I'm not going to judgment death. I'm why she, MPP by they have paid them.
I assure you,
Yes, some of them. We bend some of them.
In this time.
I am Mushibi. Yes, it was a mistake. Okay, there was a time we bent some. I'm a tell you what no. They are mistake.
You bend some.
I have the time one. Yes, she among for
why?
She's the Galamsey. Yes.
Why am I she?
NDC bent it.
Okay.
Enti ya ba na say mistake. Enti do mama second time we avoided that thing. And I call who Dr. Obin, Mineral Commission boss. Actually, I said no. Galamsey, this is what we should do it. Enti ya modernizing no. Na enjoy that attack. And people didn't learn lesson from this. So it says I would say be edgy dead man dead. On that their machines are burning, no. Enti in there uwaba usa kwa kushibium. But I'm very glad say a MPP woman organizer and I say asema oti kokosu kan no no kre because osimu anwa ba hai almost 30 to 40% of you know mo Galamsey o kan edin da hin ni aya kwa kwashi isi regional national woman organizer bwana of Free State region but she's the national woman organizer Kejemfua.
She used to be the Eastern regional organizer and
yes.
recently on the
move to national woman organizer aya kwa kwashi ni machines tinase na nasema okan na ubo ni okan se mo ba ya mo ye dialogue no mo na mo ye Galamsey no nti se muja ya Galamsey no so betwa
asaka wo ye bi
Galamsey
ai
David
ba onya obe
ade wo mpe wonya obe yes
onya obe se ma menu no so onya obe
ade wo don peska
mpe
awon peska
because illegal
sir
but be illegally they have must online sana yes I report to buy
so see Galamsey.
And I'm going to say, where can I say
Galamsey don't pay?
Galamsey, but what is Galamsey? What is small scale?
What's Galamsey won't pay?
Do you know the difference there? What is the difference?
I didn't.
Come on, your boss boy.
I didn't mean difference, don't you?
Enti.
What's the don't pay?
One don't pay, but obey a different way. Obey small scale margin. Legal one obey.
Yeah, the two.
But the moment concession, legal one obey. So that one is legal.
Me pay concession I come anya
Party of power until the earlier the better.
Who are opposition go our concession.
Eh?
I come say Galamsey dey dinum. Say you krom na ye no, oboase dun kwa. Me ma me fi dun kwa ofio.
O sa.
Ena ye wo me oboase. Enti Galamsey krom me nu na ye krom. Ba oboase den ye no bobam. Yen sensuo.
Yentie at the National Women Organizer na mpese mo bu na bemu ana.
Oh, ADAKABRI me sure. Sa Galamsey fight we. Who say Galamsey we most of the time. The one who say obi take action be and most of the time every experience. The experience I want sometimes it me detective actions are. Oh yeah. Yeah, we will chrome her and you who say during the time of the NDC. Omo bene excavators. And the yetum. You will chrome her and yes, easy excavators. Yes, easy excavators, no. Excavator owners, Abekase, Crofo, Agiomo excavators, and the excavators, no, Omuni Bibiao. Emma, in Crofo, Okra, the Baye politics will chrome her. The excavators are Ira. Excavators are two, a neat tabine by the two, a two, yeah, and it's annual. In the end, no, it beclouded. Nema ana butaya yedi Galamsey no e mankrofo bi kra I come to the conclusion say ebia ya succeed in the fight against Galamsey enyina nim obi beka say na do afeli the fight against Galamsey nipa no oyo otrofo pa ochwontro in the since Ghana started from Kwame Nkrumah up to Ene, no government has ever fought Galamsey as vigorously as Nanado is doing it. And indeed.
And still the rivers are still
yes,
brown.
it means if it were not,
chocolate.
it doesn't matter. I will explain to you. I will explain to you. Because you will Kruma. John Dramani Mama, during the period of John Dramani Mama, the legit fair fight to cry no. Said they were not committed even to the fight against Galamsey.
Wait, mama, she and this executive.
Oh, meba.
Machine and
oh, Simon, Kamua. Oh, meba executive.
Mebo, to say the mobile wound to me, Dini, a year or Kokano.
Missy, NDC will never, they will never ban their executive machine. But you see, for a government to bend and bend and bend to the extent say the current National Women Organization, you say former and I review, she is in the hands of affair. You call a shiny machine. It tells you say the fight no and ya grown AD. And ya gra or chino be back or tina baby can say, oh na or mudi pesca omu jai MPP. Say uncrofo I am crofoka. Say omu jai MPP for no na omu tata opposition Galamsey yes. This one tells you say it does not matter whose ox is God. Whoever is found in, because there are two places I see. Emma obian koho. I don't know the water bodies. Ye isuonu. Mo obian ben ho 100 meters away from the water. Mo obian ye Galamsey assembia ho. And your forest reserves. Your forest no aye wo at your forest and be bia your forest. So gold at the hot time cry and koho. Sa gold no enye wo de your money nyina de. Your water body no so enye nipa ba ko de. It is the property of the whole country. They say villages be wo ha ye wo na uni ano. Sometimes uni eni
deformities.
Oh me ba. And say as a government, yentimi ntenase enhwe kan emma saade we enkoso. Until we have to take draconian measures. You can call it any name that you want. SAM measures be a deterrent enough. Because ya who say anything I made the kind of say action be a taking experience I want. Because in the past, no, the way I hear fighting Galamsey, you know, it looks as if say that is not the way yet me atia sadia no. Because ukoji snipanus excavator and if we had seized Madam Katie Jimfua's excavator, she would do any and everything to get them back. And then those same excavators will find their way back to the place. But say Oshi excavator no.
Like the way the 500 go back to their
say Oshi excavator because based on experience.
500.
Based on experience. Because Kroma anything and most of the time no state-owned enterprises you know. Because once I say obi na in charge, nipa nim say enye ono ankasa de e o mining nyina de eti obeye de opebia. Even when you seize a machine and give it to somebody else, nipa no beton na o san de ma obi na nipa na ade koye Galamsey. But enne obia say even Madam Kate Jemfu ankasa kra no ya shine excavators enye baako enye mienu enye miensa enye nan enye enum ya shine bre ya shine nyina e kire say the operation halt no and they are not there to joke. Irrespective of whoever you are, because the most important thing is say you save your water bodies no. And then are you saying the Galamsey is more important than ADAKABRI, Pra, any all the other rivers no? Because these are the rivers ye nana for ye nanamu ejaimaye. Why can't we also leave this thing as legacy for your children? Then let the Chinese come and aid us to spoil so. And there are reports that say and take it time by 2025 no, we will have to be importing water. When you na ye cocoa timid yes. Cocoa and one of the highest earning foreign exchange, you know. And then because of Galamsey, say cocoa farms nina. Yes, say assassin nina. And you are telling me say 300,000 excavator is more important than the lives of the children so for me then it might be draconian, it might even look like unlawful. But I think say it is for the overall good of yenina. The deterrent are ever serve. Say otum for car assembly. Adiana okano. Because he was saying say the regional minister mo ekache ne say on reading a script. I don't think say omuna mo trust script no man say on be reading. Nobody can go and write something for Otumfo to come and read. Or no ankasa na trust the outro no. They were only admonishing him to stick to the outro no.
They were admonishing him to stick to the Onoa.
Yes.
Oh, now video nuti.
Now why not trust mano?
Uti as
Now me bo ADAKABRI. Obi betimi atro ade ma Otumfo said Jacob ready. Ade a enye Onoa ankasa adwen no.
Oh.
Ye ne sa.
Normally na yinimasema ye babeka. So we agree on what is to be spoken about.
So you agree with who?
No,
but I'm sure say Otumfo speech in it.
The idea we want to buy speaking points you raise it.
No, but
you don't surprise.
But say Otumfo bekasa dia. I mean, you sure say we na beka che na say this is the speech. I mean, the idea we na me pese wonka. That be onwa the obetro no eye na adwen. Me sure 100% sure say the obetro no eye na adwen. And he was supposed to stick to that. Oye obia ye nyina ye respect no. Me kai some time ago or beka say this nation was at the brink because now John Dramani Mahama pese o handing over power. John Mahama money NDC for out beka che Ghana nyina say Otumfo twentro ne sa nuama no de o kan na nya no kure. But we dey me pese me disagree with him. But I am saying say there okan no eno so ye nadwin and he was supposed to stick to that.
Well, for sometimes
I
go to Kotoka airport and I wish I could just turn into an ant and enter someone's bag and fly with the person to America.
Is he already a cat?
Just I better
I didn't say
what body penny? Nipa. No problem. But you see, but and
there's a Ghana frono.
A team with the baby, they say, I didn't say more.
It's media. I think so, to be honest with you. Yen blame me so much about the Operation Halt. Sometimes when you want to get resource, you have to do what has never been done. You have to go the extra mile. And to the extent, say, the fight, yes, say there, you have fight, to the people. To say there, you near bre ankasa. We need to do more than this, more than burning of KGM4's excavators. We need to do more things to serve, as deterrent to think say, oh, this is just one of those things. Let's bribe the people and go away. It can never happen. Yen supported the fight against this Galamsey.
Excavators here, you're questioning. Do we know the real owners?
Well, I mean, almost say, dear. But I'm believing, say, Obimu Pese exaggerated the numbers so that when it comes to some.
Do we know the real owners?
Yeah. I mean, the real owners have come out.
You're going to talk about compensation?
Nobody is going to compensate anybody.
When it comes to compensation, so that
I'm a leasing company, and I'm a Makwakoje international loan, and I'm there purchasing equipment, and Ubia be leasing excavator for me for the purposes of study Koyena Juma. Na make us say the mining license in the Kutani. Na or the co. Na yes ye na uba na oshenwa. Are you saying men conquer Jimmy C can free your behind you know what na
no the excavator hire no there was certain rules. Say uko rent excavator. Enya wo na wo de wo driver ana operator echo. Excavator bia when the operator and the operator is being paid for by the owner of the operator. The owner of the operator no nim say, yeah, operator, ye excavator we ye fan koye unlawful things. Ye fan ko baby I say my ko. They what you say. And that is how it is. It is the owner no operator. The owner no operator no. On baby
obi car hiring.
Yes, rental.
Obi car renter no be behind say car and now minibus. Na emra wo hono say what the car ko bokro no a the beji car no e be easy. Na obi be behind na at all material times for all purposes. Wouldn't so also they cost a tamale. Na beti no de akobo chrono e working tampo. Next state ne gia say in lieu of emra say what the car bokro no e be easy car na. State no be easy car na ma wa form afa no wadi.
See o tena de no car. Ebe ma nkrofo hu ade na yie because car de no na nye good example because car no
more than even very
o de car no de one ka sabeti me a car na driver by excavator no there is an operator operator no nim rules no operator no nim bibia say excavator no ko ana bibia say enko it is operator no nim na or the way no di
some of the even machines were bent. Ya park you.
They were within the areas.
Even happened after Dunko.
They were within the areas.
Almost up to 100 meters
from the water body.
And even what you are saying, no, doesn't match with it.
There are issues about two of them and they are brand new. Yes, starting new so yeah.
And I bet you know. And I bet you know. Ebe numu and definitely I am not sure say any of those excavators bent, you know, they were actually, you know, na engine no esusu ansana because the very moment I who say operation halt for neighbor no they will stop the engine and then run away.
Then they stop on one go
and even the possibility crowd say they will also be moving away from the water body because of what say for neighbor. It's also a possibility. It's neither here nor there for Obi say Ebejina but a strategy. I mean, once within the
what would be the reasonable and that's a legitimate reaction be a Jamfu abitimidiaba.
Ne the outro no say or license miner on oye juma with extra gold
so she's
company.
Yes sir.
Or see on the general manager for extra gold mining company and that what the excavators and then the map we na the minister and then more operation halt for no into the only response onion say yashi machines na ka ode ko kire omu achi ema omu ati ase say ono no wonye saa we no
but in effect o tie the work and the nature she could be due for compensation
no because but granted class say oye license miner now who decided say oye license mining nti you will flout the rules by mining in water body. What do you mean?
Hey,
sir, you mine in water body because you are a licensed miner.
Gold dredgers were this. They were mining in the water. But then so anything to say you. If it says Obaka record now, Dunkofi, gold, dredgers. So they were mining in Dunkov. But yes, in a now I don't know the type of chamfa and the type of Jumai ones, Ascension. Because in 1980 something, and dredges, na Juma, Dunko dredge. And then so any to say they won't know. So there are people who have a license and they were dredging in the river. Dunko dredges. So it was a licensed company, and
it could have been because those
they were dredging in
it could have been one or two mining companies. But as I said, the illegal miners no almost everywhere. Just imagine, say Chinese for a year. Or more illegal miners.
And who is bringing the Chinese? That is the problem.
There are people with even licenses who are doing illegal things.
What we are telling is that the system is not working.
You see?
Go to China.
There are people with licenses doing illegal things.
In the pharmaceutical sector. Yeah, the Indians ba abeboa me aye aduro. Ye do mo ba in droves. Almost ye adwuma na ye tuyo moka. And then the mining sector, the Chinese poor by NTB da.
And you say NTB da.
Are they coming in the nice way and Mahmuda, ukwa China, uga na nubeti makwe Galamsey or China. I was listening to an interview on UTV. Earlier morning, one guy be where a doctor was he or China or China. Was he even second? Who got us second or China? I saw the passport to buy. Second knife cake or the code if you are quite would be no. I saw the passport to buy. Name be say I must say China ni crash for wider than a call.
No, but the Mahmoud Kano, Mamma answer back. She had to say, oh, yeah, the Indians, but say, oh, pharmaceutical industry. Yeah, the Chinese for Galamsey. Nay, the young say Japanese for armed robbery. You can see, say, Baku illegal.
Illegal. Galamsey.
So, no, me back two now or Kano. India for no Chinese for no. Baku illegal. And Baku illegal. So what I say. So Chinese ni be Galamsey. That is an illegal act.
Yes, you. I say as you.
Because me should say you Chinese for omuye mining. Genuine mining na. Obi an kashi. Nobody is touching them. But say upe say uye illegal mining there. Eno there yam peneso. Especially on our water bodies, any your forest reserves. Ultimately call China, because forest reserves.
So in the final analysis, Mujitum said this time, you better succeed.
I mean, if the MPP guru stop doing the Galamsey, you better succeed. Send out 2 for Kachremono. Say more mobile about 30 to 40%. You are involved in Galamsey.
No, but
Galamsey and Subeta.
This is a problem. This is a problem. As a nation.
What is the problem?
Any MPP.
It's not the problem.
Because you name say NDC.
I heard.
Me pese ya there we NDC.
No, we are not arguing.
No, we are not.
Okay, baby, no, you didn't you.
Yes.
Won't tell me. Mami land say wana na kasasa.
Okay, kasa.
I heard Honorable Kennedy Japan.
That's your final comment.
I heard Kennedy Japan. Oh, kasa say.
Would we succeed?
And because we will succeed if the MPP people stop doing the Galamsey. Because let me, and I'm giving you the reason. Because Honorable Kennedy Japan. Or say Chinese ni equal to some forest be help my report to my didn't court. I'm a court a 1 of 4. But Obi at the Flasters house or say or no nebusu any president in Nippon Bessa Galamsey. Into Wugalan stop Nino. So when him can Cotina or no Obama Pamon. Until he will name and shame them.
Until this time round, you better succeed now.
Yeah, you better succeed because like the way I can say MPP for Nigeria. By the work of even the Operation Halt to not crash, say they don't care whether you are MPP or you are not MPP. Anything I can jump for excavators as no. But I'm saying you say my idea we in MPP and NDC because the way I could have also turned it around. Say NDC 4 then NDC 4 now I mean him say Galamsey. Then I will be mentioning. Then you also be mentioning MPP. Not because look. Even in Parliament, your body, BT Babas, or Bebre, Obi mu from NDC, Obi mu from MPP. And yeah, no Nayeka. They are human beings, they are Ghanaians. Yeah, can say this time round, by Nyama Ye from the Operation Vanguard, Halt, actually say they are not going to do things like what happened during the Operation Vanguard time. Anything I may believe say. There is going to be a success.
Then they should apologize.
Young President Famasa Kasalia of the MPP and then also Shak Farrakhan of the NDC.
Manu Besino Michia, a bogus Papa Ashama, a friend Alaji Papa.
Alaji Papa.
When I like Rufai and Alaji Abdallah.
Ah, come on.
Michia Muina says Allah. Also, my man, salad education tea, but taking advantage. Papa one. Bogus Papa. I like here, I like Jaza Maninka.
I mean, United States of Ashama.
Ashama, yeah, USA.
Yes. Edia fast da man penimfwe na NIT 100.9 FM me manti dwumade na yedemo edri. Na me amedi dwumade ho cheme fra me ADAKABRI Mahmudu Osioma. Banyiruka Jodamiado na wode misi abontene as producer. Na Bra Frima enso na ohwe technical production no isini naso. Na sabre yesterday na Ula Koko Michael na die kufi ne fie no de yekono ɔde yɛbɛkɔ dwo
Oha X3 Pong no. Needs FM.